Thank you. Thank you. Hi, welcome to the channel. I'm Jay, and this is our 2 cents, where we talk everything boxing, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. In today's live, we will be discussing whatever we want because it's 2 cents after dark. For those of you that are new here that don't understand how the show works, this is 2 cents after dark, where we may start the conversation talking about boxing, but it may go twist and turn in any other direction. You never know what the conversation may lead to. It might turn into a knockdown, drag out argument like we over there on H Money channel. It may turn into some intellectual conversations about race. We may talk about real estate fraud. We may do some taxi cab confessions. Like, you just never know what's gonna go down on 2 cents after dark. So if you're new here, be sure to punch that like and subscribe button. Be sure to help support the channel by hitting the $ 2 cents boxing, or letting me know and dropping it below your 2 cents as I go throughout the live. Shout out to SBG Mello, putting some color in the chat early with the $2. He says salute 2 cents and the chat. Shout out SBG Mello. And I just wanted to let y'all know, if y'all enjoying the show, just let me know and drop it below. That's all. Just let me know and drop it below your 2 cents in the super chat, or hit the Cash App if you enjoying the show. You got to support the content creators. If you enjoy the content, let me know you enjoy the content by supporting the content. How you doing, Mr. Greg? Man, I made a lot of people mad the other day because I said that I think Ron Garcia could stop Shakur Stevenson. Not everybody mad at me. I don't understand. That's my 2 cents. They on panels sneak dissing me, calling me names, because I think Ron Garcia can knock Shakur Stevenson out. Somebody say Bernie the Boxer definitely crashed out. Dude, it's hilarious, man. These people on the internet are so funny. It's such an entertaining place. I don't know how anybody on here take anybody on here serious. I mean, I know sometimes like you can get annoyed, but I don't really know how you let nobody on the internet piss you off for real. Kadir, what's going on? Let some more people pull up in here. But yeah, they mad at me, man. I don't know what I'm talking about. I think it's funny people constantly telling me I don't know what I'm talking about, but I be right. It's the same pattern over and over. I say something, I don't know what I'm talking about. Then I'm right. And then we start the whole cycle all over again. Now, Shakur Stevenson and T.O. has been a hot topic lately. I mean, we kind of trying to make it a hot topic, but a lot of people just feel like that Shakur Stevenson is going to watch T.O. And I feel like that's cool, but my thing, how is it a big fight, a great fight, a good win if he just gonna wash him? If he ain't got nothing for him, ain't nothing T.O. can do, you don't see no way T.O. can win. How can you be like, oh, if he beat T.O., he's so great? But he don't. How is he so great beating somebody with no possible avenue to win? That's my question to the chat. Shout out to Mr. Gregory Quarterbomb with the $5 in the super chat. He says, they silly about your opinion. Bernie crashed out, but he told something I hope we get to talk about. Shout out Mr. Greg. I think Bernie just was on the internet acting a fool. Bernie was just on the internet cutting up and acting a fool. I'll talk about that though, but let's talk about that real quick, the whole Bernie thing, because we're gonna get back on this T.O. thing because I can't wait. I can't wait to open up the panel and talk about that. And I hope Rich come by here today because he was the main one sneak dissing over there on Frequent Panel. I heard you, Rich. I heard you. But listen, so Keyshawn Davis comes out and says that he missed weight. I think I talked about this Sunday, but I'm going to talk about it again because people want to keep talking about it. He said that he missed weight for the De Los Santos fight because he was drinking and all that during the camp. And I think that maybe Bernie took offense to that, or maybe the team. Like, I don't know, really. I'm trying to think, like, if I was training my son, right? I trained my son, me and my husband, right? And he drinking all camp. Would that reflect badly on the trainers if my athlete decides to drink all camp? At Craft Carrier, what is you talking about? 2 cents, bullies can't play victim. I ain't playing no victim. I said I'm gonna see him when he get here. I ain't playing no victim. Kadir says yes. Why, Kadir? Why does it reflect badly on me if my athlete was drinking all during camp? Talking about he trolling. Okay, so Bernie felt some type of way. And listen, it's not that I even really, do I dislike Bernie? It's not that I really just dislike Bernie. It's just like, he just probably ain't my cup of tea, right? So Bernie comes out and he's like, he come. I showed y'all the interview on a Sunday review show. I'll play it again if y'all request it. But he come. He like, hey, man, listen, I don't know nothing about the drinking. If he was drinking, I don't know how he was making it through the camp. Bloop, bloop, bloop. And y'all know Bernie be bullshitting, just like he was today. Loud, screaming, yelling, cussing, not letting nobody talk. He wasn't playing in the interview when he answered the question. He was being serious. And so Keyshawn is like, Bo Mac and Bernie talking bad about me. I'm like, nobody talking bad about you. He said you missed the weight on purpose. You could have made it, but you didn't want to. And he didn't know nothing about you drinking because he don't understand how you drinking through camp, and he wouldn't be able to tell and how you getting through the workouts if you drinking every day. That's all he said. And then it turned to this whole big old thing. And I kind of feel like, Bernie, in AM Sports Media, shout out to the homie Greg. They had a little beef today. I might play a little clip from it. And you just kind of deflecting from the whole situation that's going on with Keyshawn. And it's not really even that big of a deal for real. But Keyshawn came out and you saying you drinking every day, and now you don't want people to ask you questions about that. Of course they're going to ask you questions about that. Hold on, y'all. Hey, let me ask y'all a question real quick. How y'all like y'all chocolate chip cookies? Do y'all like them like with a crunch, or do you like them to be like soft, thick, like you bite into them and it's just like not gooey, but because my son keep making these burnt chocolate chip cookies, and every time I bite into them, it's like got the crunch, and I'm like, they not supposed to be crunchy. Boom, chewy. Boom, soft. Boom, thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank you. Soft with the crunch.
Soft with the crunch.
Yes.
Oh my God, no. That is weird.
All right, thank you, baby. Thank you for my cookies, just somebody say, yeah. Boxing Hacker say soft and the crunch is crazy. Oh man.
Soft and chewy.
Oh man.
That sounds uncooked.
Oh, I'm crying over here. All right. I get me off task. Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Soft and the crunch is crazy. Ooh, that is funny as hell. So anyway. Mike's the hacker, I'm dying, bro. Oh man. All right. I'm trying to refocus. That shit was hilarious. So the whole Keyshawn thing and him drinking, and now he talking about he shouldn't have said it because people think he lying and this and that. And it's like, no, Keyshawn, it's not that people think you lying. It's the fact that Bernie think you lying. Because I thought you was lying when you first said it. Be honest with you. Because I'm like, why is Shakur and Keyshawn drinking during camp? I mean, I don't understand that. Shakur doing hookah and drinking wine, and Keyshawn, what was you drinking? Light, dark, beer, margaritas, tequila? Was you drinking red wine too? Did Shakur tell you to do that? I'm just curious. And if you're drinking every day, your trainer is definitely going to know. You cannot hide drinking. I'm going to smell it through your pores. I'm going to smell it through your pores. Yeah, man. And then it's like, Keyshawn is like, I don't know if you feel like why everybody talking about it or blah whatever, but it's like, Keyshawn, this is the build up to your fight. You all on the interviews doing, like, of course people gonna talk about it. And now you talking about you drinking every day and your brother died who's really your friend. So people gonna ask you about it because now they're concerned. Or they're gonna act concerned. Or they're just plain on gonna be nosy. Of course they're gonna ask you about it in boxing interviews. You're almost using mental health as your branding. Or y'all tell me if I'm tripping. Y'all tell me if I'm tripping. I'm not saying you don't have mental health issues or anything like that. But I mean, I'm not, listen, it's up to you. I'm just making conversations, letting y'all know the observations that I'm making. That's all I'm doing. Yeah, Cam J. Bernie said he ain't see no signs of him drinking during camp. And I think that's fair for Bernie to say that. If he didn't see no signs of him drinking during camp, he didn't see no signs of him drinking during camp. I don't, especially like some people say, that makes you look bad as a trainer. So I don't think it's my obligation to hold up your lie. Listen, I'm not finna lie for nobody. I'm not finna lie for nobody. It's not my obligation to hold up your lie. Kadir say he wants to be seen as a victim. By who though? Who? But you know, a lot of those fighters like to do that, play that little victim card. Cam J says using mental health and drinking tonight. Using mental health and drinking to knife fight Edwin is crazy. You know what, Cam J Network? It's like I can't really buy the he didn't want to fight Edwin thing because he said he handpicked Edwin to fight next. That's what he said. So you picked Edwin De Los Santos off of injury, blood clots, and a 2-year layoff, and then you didn't want to fight him. You picked him. So that's why I just can't get with the he didn't want to fight Edwin. Like I can't. To me, it just doesn't logically make sense. It doesn't logically make sense. Like you picked him and was still apprehensive. I'm not gonna say scared. You picked him and was still apprehensive to fight him. And I think the fact that he would even lie about drinking during camp it just shows where he's at mentally. Why would you lie about that? You've already said you just didn't want to make the weight. You've already said that. And now you come out later with a whole different story, and it's just like, you know? And these are guys you gonna rally behind and support and be screaming at the top of your lungs about on panels? No. Not at all. The amazing Keyshawn Davis. He changed his name. Now he's the amazing Keyshawn Davis. And I was really excited for Keyshawn that De Los Santos fight because I was like, all right. Because y'all know I've been having my eye on Keyshawn because to me, I'm just going to keep watching before I make my final decision. But you know, he 13 fights in. Look at the attention he's getting, the fanfare he's getting. He in his hometown, got his brothers on the card. He about to go in here. He beat De Los Santos. That's going to elevate him to the next level. This is his moment. This is his moment. And he went from being a headliner with his brothers on the card to being an undercard to his fake brother. So I don't know, man. Shout out Keyshawn. I hope he have a good performance, and we'll see what happens from there for him. I don't know why people think he gonna go to 47 and fight Devin. I don't think that's gonna happen, honestly. But I don't know. Like it ain't no telling. Boxing is a strange place. Boxing is a strange place. You never know. But Keyshawn Devin Haney, I mean, this is the thing with Keyshawn. Like, have y'all noticed the pattern? He called people out and then he try to be like he not ready. He called people out, then he tried to be like, oh, I only got 7 fights. Oh, I was calling out Devin. I knew I wasn't ready for that fight. So are you not ready to fight Tank? Because you on podcast talking about you will knock him out. Like, why? They already tried to call you, like you sat up there and said on ESPN or whatever you was on. You in the video talking about, oh, I'm ready now. Send me something now. I'm ready now. Send me something now. But it's just hard to take you serious, Keyshawn. It's hard to take you serious. And people are like, oh, he's a great entertainer. He got all this energy. He seemed a little manic to me, though, to be honest with you. The manic, and now he's calm, and now he's like he up and down. A lot of them just don't seem stable. Punched in the head too much? I don't know. Somebody say he lied so much he forgot the lie he told. I don't care about his personality. I mean, that's all encompassing in a boxer. People buy the whole package. The character, the personality, whether they love you or hate you. It's all a part of it. But I can't care say he just care how they perform in the ring. The dependency will have a ninja like that from time to time, though, Jay. Dependency. Damn, somebody say the biggest Tankomaniac is in the building. Who is that, Thomas? Somebody say, T Hill, what the hell is you talking about? So, I'm going to cover this last topic. I'm going to drop the link because y'all know what time I'm getting off. Jermell Charlo versus Jermall Charlo. I seen the brothers beefing back and forth about, I guess, Jermall saying something about Boots being a bad style matchup for him. Which what y'all think? Is Boots a bad style matchup? Is Boots a bad style matchup for Jermell? I'm trying to picture the fight in my head. I mean, I think it'll be some thinking going on in there. I mean, Boots is more athletic than Jermell. I mean, Jermell's older, you know. I gotta take that into consideration because when I think of Jermell, I'm thinking like prime Jermell. I think it'll be a good fight and a good challenge for Boots, Jermell Charlo. But you just can't count. I just can't be like Boots gonna beat Jermell because you can't really just count Jermell out. Now, if Jermell gonna come off a long layoff and get in there and try to fight Boots, I'm gonna go with Boots. If he not gonna get tune-ups and do all that, then I'm gonna pick Boots because Jermell, you're not coming off the couch and beating Boots. You're not doing that. And people keep saying Maul shouldn't have openly said that on his brother. But why are we acting like the Jermell Charlos haven't been arguing in public? Like they not toxic like that. Like this, to me, I don't even understand why people is even reacting to this or like feeling like, oh, they shouldn't have did. They're always arguing in the public. They're very toxic. I've seen them arguing with each other on live before, like their relationship is very toxic. And as a fan of the Charlos, I've accepted that. I mean, they wives fighting each other in the middle of the street. Like it's a lot of toxicity, toxicity going on. So I'm not surprised. Now, Jermell, maybe Jermell feels some type of way about him taking the Canelo fight and ending up looking like that because he was trying to, get the bread or, not miss the opportunity since his brother wasn't able to do it. But he told him, you should have fought Canelo. Now look at boxing. And I'm curious, what do y'all think what do y'all think he meant when he said, now look at boxing? You should have fought Canelo. Now look at boxing. What do you think he meant by that? Because that made me think like that's kind of unusual for him to say. Now look at boxing. What does he mean? Somebody say they do a lot of alcohol and coke allegedly. I mean, the toxic brothers, facts, sis, with everything they be having going on, might as well accept it 100. They arguing with each other. They finna fight with each other all in the public. Like y'all are twins. I've seen them around Houston arguing with folks. I hear stories arguing with folks, pulling guns. They didn't got guns pulled on, like all kind of crazy stuff. They're very emotional. I think they've calmed down a lot though, but clearly they're still toxic. Like maybe they need to go to counseling together or something. But maybe it works for them. Like if they've been like this their whole lives, they've been toxic their whole lives. So we thinking them going back and forth and beefing on exes like, oh, they're brothers, they're twins. They're gonna be beefing and then they're gonna be cool again. Like they always do this. So it made me think they had a plan of Maul beating Canelo and Mel running 154 to 160 at that time a few years ago. Maybe. Well, they ain't like the Vargas brothers. Their issue is diabolical. Boxing Hacker, I think that's just rumors. Have we got confirmed that? Not really like I'm trying to confirm their business. I'm just saying, or is that just a rumor? Because that's crazy work. But even still, I don't know. I don't think you should be trying to beat up your brother. I mean, I guess it is diabolical though. I don't know, man. Who pulling guns on people? The Vargas brothers? Oh no, you talking about no, I think they got guns put on them. What's up, Ariana? That's what I'm saying. Maybe they toxic too. And they fighters, you know? Y'all been on here crying about Clarissa Shields. Everybody cutting up. Shout out to Big Dog Willie with the $5 in the super chat. He says, salute to the Tankomaniacs. My documentary, The Rise and Fall of the Tankomaniacs, premiere April 1st. Pay and True and Blue Tankomaniac $50 for interview. Shout out Big Dog Willie. They gave you a budget to make a documentary? So let's take a look real quick at Bernie the Bottom crashing out today. Y'all might find this a little entertaining. You can watch this as I drop the link and let a couple people come up. Cause I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Who watched the 5150 show? Did anybody watch that? See, they've been going viral lately.
Occasion. It is just Greg. How are you finding? It is baffling to me that it's gotten to this.
All right, there you go.
I got everything.
Pussy,
It
you
doesn't
gonna say all
affect
that
me.
weak ass shit?
I don't,
You don't
I
be
don't
no
want to
shit
say.
trying to be. You would do a lot. 40-year-old, 45-year-old.
Content. I'm trying to think who you talking about. Nah, I can't think of who you talking about.
Ellaby, split bucket Ellaby. Nobody wants to be split
Ellaby.
bucket Leonard Ellaby.
Oh,
Nobody wants
okay.
to be that dude. That dude used to be wiping Floyd off, rubbing his chest, and carrying a split bucket. Shit, nobody want to be that.
Page says he's 40. He's 5'7".
On the internet that I'm doing. See me working, and it ain't even.
What's up? What's happening with you? So what's all this you talking about? You gonna slap me and all this stuff? Why are you so sensitive, Bernie?
Why am I so sensitive?
Why are you sensitive about what I'm saying? If you know
Why
that
am
you
I so-
like the
Why
water
am I
bug,
so sensitive?
yes.
Why would you say some goofy ass shit like that about me? Yo, bitch ass, he just said, I want to be in my feelings. So is you on the show or is you not watching the show? I'm watching the show.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, because I'm looking at the show.
Oh, yeah. So ain't nobody, you probably
turn the show off?
delayed. No, the show is not off. Everybody's on the show. Everybody can hear you.
Okay. So you do a thing on me, right? Now I done told you to call my phone, but you wouldn't call my phone because I called, but you didn't call my phone.
When
So
did you
I just
send me your
happened to look
contact? Hold
on,
on.
see my thing.
When did you send me your contact
I
information?
look on the YouTube. Okay, I'm gonna just let you talk, man. Since you ain't no need me talking.
No,
you wanted
go
me
ahead.
to call
Go ahead.
for you to talk.
You go ahead. You got it. Go ahead.
You wanted me to call so you can talk.
Go ahead.
So now what? So you call you go over there and say stupid shit like that. No, and then I just heard some fella say you didn't see the documentary, you didn't see the whatever, and you talking about nah. So nigga, you over there running off at the mouth, and you ain't even doing your research or nothing. And matter of fact, I know for a fact you know that nigga, I don't go get no donuts. You know that I'm not no motherfucking hype man. You know this shit. You ain't acting dumb like that. And if you call yourself a professional. Why would you go out there and say shit that you don't even know about? You just saying shit like that. And it ain't even favorable. It's disrespectful. What would that be? So you ain't doing your research, and you just talking shit off at the mouth, and you not even saying nothing favorable. You trying to put me down in some type of way. You think I ain't gonna take that as disrespect, bro? Fuck, do I look like the nigga that go get donuts? Do I sweep up? Nigga, you seen me training. You know that. You doing this just for clickbait. You know you seen me working. So I'm gonna give you everything. And yes, I will slap the glasses off you. And then your girl ass gonna say, you would do a lawsuit. You would do a lawsuit? You claim you 6-something years, 6 feet, and then you talking about a lawsuit? You act like you talking about like you could beat my ass because you 6 feet 2. Fuck out of here, boy. I say,
Now,
you niggas, man.
Now you ready for me to respond?
I'm
giving you the floor. I want you to keep talking.
We're not gonna accomplish nothing in this thing because you goofy as fuck like I said, you can't even say, why would you say some shit like that when you know for a fact that I don't get no fucking donuts? You know I don't sweep up. You seen me working. You know that for a fact. Just like in this, your people that's subscribing to your channel, he said that. He said, "Oh, you didn't see the joint? No, I didn't see the joint. Why not?"
Just let me know when you're ready for me to respond.
Man, what you got to say?
So first and foremost, I don't know what the hell you do. And it's not necessary for
Well,
me
then
to
why
do
you
any research.
speaking on it then?
Okay.
So if you don't know what I'm doing,
Shout out to Mr. Greg and Paid in Full on the panel. What up, y'all?
Hey,
What up? What up?
what up, Paid?
Now my question
What's going on,
is,
Mr.
y'all,
Greg?
because Greg made a joke like, "What does Bernie do? Bring the donuts? Bring the coffee?" He just talking shit and bullshitting. And Bernie, y'all in the uproar about it. And I'm like, if it's not true, why are you this upset? Why are you this upset? Like, could you imagine somebody telling you something that you know to be false and you get this upset about it? And what is exactly disrespect?
Because I
like
mean,
it's a fine line with that with these people on the internet.
well, I think that can't be taken as disrespect because you pretty much saying a nigga, you know, like what a corner boy is and shit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So it's like you ain't no important nigga that's around the camp. You just a nigga that's just around. Like you ain't no.
But I can
nobody
think
that's
that
doing
though.
something.
How is that disrespectful though? If I don't think you're doing nothing, I don't think you're doing nothing. How is that disrespectful?
From the outside, I wouldn't say I don't know, bro. That's definitely I don't know.
Like
I don't know.
why is it so like it's like so fragile? Like all I gotta do is say I don't think you do nothing and you disrespect it. You gotta call and cuss me out. Bernie is 44 years old, bro. You're 44 years old. You not
You know,
I think-
anybody want somebody to talk about them online and shit. You know how that is.
So what you gonna do? So just because somebody talk about somebody online, that means you jump out of
He
character?
acting just like
We
Clarissa
do it all the
Shields.
time. We do it all the time to each other, don't we?
He acting just
Yeah.
like Clarissa Shields.
Yeah, but you can't beat the internet though.
I mean, yeah, but hey, if somebody's talking about you, Paige, you know good and damn well, if let's say I was talking about you, you would jump right up here. What the
That's
fuck are you
different,
talking
though.
about?
I'm gonna address you.
Yeah, so he's addressing Greg. It's just like that, you know.
No,
But
he
like
calling them
this-
bitch ass
no,
niggas and all
he
types of
ain't-
shit.
he
No,
ain't
that's
You do the exact
disrespectful.
same thing, bro. Come on, be real. It's what it is. Like,
Have I called you a bitch ass nigga?
you cursed at me, I think.
But I ain't never called you out your name, have I?
Probably.
Nigga lying, bro.
You would do the
said
same
probably.
thing.
I tend to think it's a smokescreen for something that I heard Bernie say. When I was listening to him, he was sort of pounding his chest about him being an influence in the Crawford camp, a leader. He's a legend in his hometown. He's a G. All of these things that would denote leadership qualities. And yet, he had a fighter, young fighter, who, in my opinion, had a crisis in confidence because he quit. He quit when he should have been losing that weight to take that fight.
Mm-hmm.
It's the equivalent of being already in the ring, can't handle the pressure, can't handle the pain, and then you quit. The leader, the OG, the one who you look up to, is supposed to step in, help him navigate that crisis, get back on track, go in that ring, finish the training, finish the weight loss, and get the fight and get the million. I guess that was $1 million fight. But instead, Keyshawn quit. That's why I said Keyshawn got quit in him, and he got crash out in him. And that's the thing that is sort of covered up. I know we were talking about Keyshawn before, and he was talking about how he found the Lord, and so forth and so on. And then I said, he sounds like he's ready to crash out. Well, quitting is part of crashing out to me. Because see, a fight starts the minute that contract is signed. The pressure to make weight, to sharpen up, be disciplined, all of those things are pressure points. And you have to either rise to them or you fall apart. Bernie himself said he just didn't want to make the weight. My point and my thought was, well, you just said you were a leader, you have influence. Why didn't you step in and turn him around? Course correct. That's what should have happened, in my opinion. But he allowed this man to quit. I believe I'm sure there was some stuff he didn't say, and I don't even think he meant to say that part, because it does fall on him that he was there with the police and you didn't do anything. At least you didn't say you did anything.
You sound muffled, Mr. Greg.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You didn't say you. Am I clear now?
Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't say you did anything to change that directory he was going in, that trajectory he was going into, so the fight didn't happen. So I think Bernie crashing out might be a smokescreen, so to speak, because you have to.
A deflection. That's what I said. It's a deflection.
It has to be some explanation of why you didn't use all the things you had just few seconds ago bragged about that you were. See, if I'm the leader, or I'm seen as a leader, as an OG, as someone has influence, I'm going to use that influence to help you as well, because that's what I'm supposed to be doing. I've been there, 30-something years or so. But instead, you stood there and let that happen. And then you trying to defend it. He just quit. Why did he quit? And why did you let him quit? That question, Greg sort of alluded to it, but he didn't press it. And he caught that he thought Greg was trying to make him tell
a question. Yeah.
And he should have done that more. But I think that's where we are with Keyshawn. I think Keyshawn does have some quit in him, and he showed it at least in this particular case where he
he definitely weak-minded for sure.
And so I think we're gonna see more of that, in my opinion. I think the next time he does fight, I hope I'm wrong, but I think we're gonna see that again.
The quit?
So let me ask you something.
Ortiz fight?
Yeah, Keyshawn is weak-minded for sure.
Let me ask you something, Mr. Gray.
Yeah.
So any fighter that miss weight, do you feel like they have quit in them as well?
To some degree, yes.
No, Boxing Hacker is not the same.
Tank Davis and
look, he couldn't wait to bring up that man.
Don't make me kick you off here.
Hey, I'm just asking.
No, I'll give him.
Because it's interesting that people say that. I'm
Boxing Hacker. Let me say something, Mr. Greg. Mr. Greg. Boxing Hacker. It's not that he missed weight, Boxing Hacker.
Yeah.
It's that he's literally said, I just didn't want to make the weight. He was 2 pounds overweight originally. Yeah. Then he came back even heavier. Yeah. So it's not just I've been trying to do everything, I just missed the weight. No, Boxing Hacker. That's not the situation. Go ahead, Mr. Greg.
So I was going to say, part of what you have to do as a professional is rise to the occasion. And that's why you only 2 pounds underweight, and yet you just decide you're not going to do it. Not that you can't do it. I'm not going to do it. And the gentleman, or again, Bernie, who was with him, is supposed to encourage you to lose the weight and find out what he needs to do to help you get there, as opposed to just hold your hand while you give up. That's how it looked. That's where I know aircraft carrier was wondering how I got that. When you're fighting aircraft carrier, especially for $1 million, $1 million is still $1 million that's worth getting. And you got 2 pounds to go, and you're almost at the time when it's time to fight, and you just decide, I'm not going to do it. That's quitting to me. I don't know where else it could be, what else it could be, but that's quitting to me. And that's a mentality thing. That's, you don't have enough discipline. You're not dedicated enough. For some reason, you don't want to do it. Now, I'm not saying he's scared. People quit all the time for various reasons. Most of the reasons aren't good, but it didn't have to be fear. But it certainly was lack of discipline. It was lack of commitment. And he didn't have anyone to push him in the right kind of direction, because clearly Bernie wasn't going to do it, and he said he wasn't going to do it, and he sort of stood on that, which didn't make sense to me. So to me, Bernie failed too as being one of the leadership figures in that camp, because that's what you're supposed to be there for, to steer the younger guys so they can become better professionals, so they can face their fears, so they can overcome the little obstacles that you're going to have when you're preparing. It's hard enough to get in the ring and face somebody who wants to punch you in your face and knock you out and hurt you and all that kind of thing. But you make that choice. And once you make that choice, you have to do all the things mentally and physically so you can face that every time. And nothing has happened. That's my opinion on what kind of gotten hidden a little bit, because that's what I read into what had Bernie not said all the things about himself, I probably would not have come to that conclusion as fast as I did. But Bernie himself was there and he said all these things. So it's like me saying I can do all of this stuff, but then when a situation comes up that we know about, I do nothing but co-sign you quitting. Basically, that's what it is.
And that's why he had to come out and be like, I ain't know nothing about him drinking, because why am I letting you drink during camp?
There's no way. I'm sorry. I don't know the gentleman, but there's no way a fighter can be coming in. You can come to work, let's put it that way, and one of the people who are supposed to be watching you, looking out for you, looking for flaws, can't tell, can't smell, can't sense that you've been drinking. And you're doing it every day.
I don't know about that.
I think that Keyshawn was drinking. I don't think he was drinking no fucking heavy liquor. I think because one interview that he gave, he mentioned that he was drinking wine.
Yeah.
So he a bad bitch too.
Possible he was drinking.
Wine has a distinct. I've been in the club business, so wine has a distinct smell on you over a period of time that you're drinking it. You can pick it up.
So Keyshawn a bad bitch too.
Yeah.
But so I don't think Greg. I don't think it's Bernie feels guilty about that, because at the end of the day, fighters do this stuff all the time. I was in the camp.
He should.
No, he do feel guilty.
Fighters don't do that all the time.
They do.
No,
I'll tell you. I'll tell you a story.
He do feel guilty because he came back and apologized for saying that. He said maybe I took it out of context, but I was just talking pretty much just about what I experienced. I didn't know what I said was going to cause him or affect him like that.
I'll tell you a story. I was in camp with a friend of mine one time, right? My friend was about to have a fight, and we were watching him, and he was making the weight all throughout the whole camp. It was like he was on track to make the weight. He was only half a pound off, And when you go to sleep, you actually lose like a pound. That's one of the things, when you especially if you're drying out. If you go to sleep, you're gonna lose a pound when you're asleep. So in the morning when it came to weigh-ins, he was like 2 pounds over, And we were like, bro, what happened? You were only half a pound when you went home. He said, bro, I ate ice cream and a banana. So it was crazy to me, but it shows you like if I can lose weight, like gain weight quickly, it could be something he ate overnight and then he just gained the weight right back up. So I don't think
you're only proving our point, Boxing Hacker.
But it's not on the coach though. There's only so much you can do about the fighter. When it comes to cutting weight, it has to be a self thing. Nobody can force you not to eat.
It's about leadership, Boxing Hacker.
Yeah, but there's only so much they can do at that point. Because remember, he said he was on weight. He was close to weight, like less. He was less than what he was weighing the day before. So he probably just went home and ate something.
Exactly. So he didn't miss the weight.
Yeah, but I'm saying I don't think Bernie feels guilty about it. It's not really on Bernie at that point. That's just on Keyshawn.
I disagree. Where was the first?
You ever trained a fighter, Boxing Hacker?
Huh?
You ever trained a fighter?
Ever trained a fighter?
Hell no.
Yeah.
So you don't feel no type of way when your fighter loses? You don't take no accountability for your fighter losing?
When your fighter loses, do I take accountability? I mean, you feel bad.
No,
so you don't take no accountability, Boxing Hacker. And you train.
Here's the thing, though. At the end of the day, you have to go into the ring. You have to execute the game plan, right? Now, if it's something like I told the person something wrong or something like that, then yeah, probably. But A lot of
times, it don't matter if you told them everything right, Boxing Hacker. If they
no,
lose,
it does. It does.
On you as the trainer and the coach.
You still have to execute it. You know, you feel bad for the fighter. I don't think you feel bad for yourself. You feel bad for the fighter.
Ain't no feeling bad, bro. It's not about feeling bad. It's about accountability. If I'm your trainer, listen, even if this is the thing, right? If I'm your trainer and you're drinking every day doing camp, there is a level of accountability that I have as your trainer.
What if I don't know?
Which is why if I'm training you and you drinking, I'm not training you.
But like I said, it's possible they didn't know. So
there's no way you drinking and I'm training you. You ever been around people that drink every day?
Bruh, 2 cents. People be on drugs and being in boxing gyms. They be on straight all types of shit and be in boxing gyms.
But not alcohol. Alcohol comes through your pores.
They be on gas. They be drinking. Yeah, people drinking.
You're gonna smell it.
Fighters.
But did you listen to Bernie? Bernie never said he told Keyshawn anything.
Because he said he didn't know Keyshawn was having no problem.
I said he never told Keyshawn. He didn't say what he told Keyshawn. All he said is Keyshawn decided he wasn't gonna make weight and he just stood on it. He didn't say what he tried to do to steer him toward losing the weight. That's what I'm talking about. I didn't see all of that leadership.
But he didn't know Keyshawn was gonna go over it as much as he did.
I didn't hear him say anything that appealed to the leadership qualities that he claimed to have had.
Mr. Gray,
he claimed to have had. He didn't say any of that.
Mr. Gray, hold on 1 second. He said that he didn't even know.
So how did he not know?
Because Keyshawn was weighing less the night before. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So
he would know if he's drinking through the camp.
Talk about the drinking.
You may or may not. It depends if they can get rid of the smell. It depends.
Are you kidding me?
Yes, I'm not kidding you. It's possible. I don't know, man.
I know you.
I've done seen fighters do a lot of wild shit before. I don't know. I've seen a lot.
It's not a point of him doing it. It's a point that if you were doing it, somebody would know that you're training with every day.
Yeah,
that's the whole point.
You can't come to work drunk.
You're not hiding drinking.
And drinking every day and nobody noticed anything because you're in the gym. It's not like you came to the gym and then nobody sees you anymore. Somebody was seeing this kid drinking.
But this situation
has to be with him to show him things, to see and catch the mistakes. He's going to ask, what's wrong? Because he's going to see something going wrong. If he's training him, he's going to see his face. He's going to smell the alcohol. You don't train from across the room.
Amen.
So,
and then they probably upset too because they didn't get paid. They didn't get paid. They did that whole camp and they didn't get paid.
Yeah.
Didn't get the fight.
I don't think it's really on them. I think it's just a bad lapse of judgment on Keyshawn's part. And it happens. Like I said, I think Keyshawn was going through stuff.
It doesn't happen, Boxing Hacker.
It doesn't
happen. No, it doesn't happen. No fighter comes and turns down $1 million payday because they just ain't feel like making the weight.
Fighters miss weight all the time, bro.
Boxing Hacker, he didn't miss the weight, bro.
He refused to lose it. That's the difference.
Okay. I mean, Ryan did the same thing, right?
No, that's not the same thing.
Ryan didn't do the same thing?
No, he did not.
Ryan tried to make the 3 pounds? No, he didn't.
He tried to make the weight.
He tried to make the
3 pounds.
He stopped at 3 pounds because he knew the rules. He knew they couldn't force him if it was at 3 pounds.
Listen.
That's not trying to make the weight.
Listen. Did you hear Scooter tell a story? We're not about to go through this. Like I said, he tried to make the weight and he couldn't cut more than the whatever he was at. Either way, Boxing Hacker is still not the same as Ryan Garcia because Ryan Garcia attempted to make the weight. He hired Scooter. He did all this extra shit. He sat in the sauna. He did all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Keyshawn did not do anything. He said, I don't want to do it.
Yeah,
I don't want to make the weight. That's not missing the weight. That's probably the worst thing you could do as a professional fighter. Now that I'm saying it out loud, Mr. Greg, and we talking about it. That's probably the worst and most irresponsible thing you can do as a professional fighter, especially as an up and coming superstar.
No. Taking PEDs
sit there. Listen. No, it's not. Listen. Sitting there talking about, I just don't want to make the weight on your way, on your trajectory up the ladder of boxing, your biggest moment, your brother's on the card, you got the city, they naming streets and days after you, and you got the audacity to say, I just ain't want to make the weight. And y'all are sitting up here on this panel with me, talking to me like, oh, I guess he's going through something. Like, no, y'all crucify fighters for missing weight that actually try to make the weight. Y'all won't even let them live that down. But you got Keyshawn Davis, who only had to lose 2 pounds and went and gained more weight. This shit is unacceptable, y'all.
Yes, I agree.
I mean, like I said, for me, it happens. I mean, Jermell Melton
No, it doesn't happen.
Jermell Melton came over 10 pounds.
It doesn't happen.
Over 10 pounds.
You're not trading boxing, Hacker.
Huh?
Because there's something that people don't want to accept these days, which is accountability for their part in anything that they're part of. And you got somebody who, once again, who pounded his chest in this interview about the influence that he has. And then you don't see any of it being used when a young fighter who looks up to him because he's a legend in his own city needs his leadership, needs his guidance. He failed Keyshawn just as well as Keyshawn failed himself.
I don't know. I think
that's how you have to look at it.
I think he was just pissed off at Greg for talking about him. That's
he might have been.
I don't think it had anything to do with Keyshawn.
When you pull out your accolades of who you are, there's going to come a time when you're going to have to prove it. And that was the time when he was with Keyshawn, where Keyshawn was having a crisis of his own, that you should have been able to prove that's who you are, who you just said you are. If you say you this guy, you're supposed to show examples of when you are that guy in that camp. And he didn't do it.
So and that's why, and this is the thing. I'm gonna play some more. Hold on, I'm gonna play some more of this. But this is the thing y'all not realizing that y'all not saying. Bernie, to me, is really acting like this because he's insecure about something, if you ask me. Because I'm telling y'all right now, there's nobody that's going to say anything about me on this internet that I know completely to be false. And I'm going to call into their show and act like this.
Nah, people do that. But I don't know, Greg. So I'll put it like this, right? I think when you're speaking with a sense of idealism, right? But like the reality is, like, things happen in camps, things happen in boxing gyms all the time, you know? Like you could be in a training camp and your fighter get locked up. Like things happen, you know. Like and sometimes you can't. It has to be on the fighter at that point, you know. But these people are still grown men. It's not like children that you can just stop.
Nobody's saying it's not on the fighter. Yeah, that's what y'all. I
don't think it's on Bernie or Bomac at all. I think Keyshawn. I honestly believe Keyshawn was going through something. I don't know to what degree.
I don't care if Keyshawn was going through anything. That's irrelevant, Boxing Hacker. The man is a professional fighter in his city, about to have a fight. He got streets, restaurants, days, satellites, stars, and shit named after him. He got all the celebrities from Virginia at the fight. He got his brothers on the undercard. And you telling me that this event went from 100 to 0 because you didn't want to make the weight? I don't give a damn what you're going through, bro. You're a grown man. Everybody go through something. You still got to perform. You're a professional athlete. What you're going through is irrelevant.
Let me ask you a question to say. Remember Shakur Richardson, right? Remember when like the whole media was attacking her, and because of that marijuana situation, right? And she explained that it was because of her grandmother. You know, she didn't have to smoke at all, right? But she was going through something. Like at the end of the day,
I don't care. It's still irresponsible. You know you can't smoke. That doesn't make it. I don't care. That doesn't excuse it.
I hear you. I hear you.
You still gotta. Can I speed home because I want to hurry up and get home and relax because I'm going through something? No. If I get pulled over, I'm going to get a ticket.
I mean, I hear you, man. If only life was that straightforward, you know.
It absolutely is
straightforward, Keith Hacker. I'm not saying
it's only not straightforward because you're making excuses. That's why your life ain't straightforward, because you're making excuses. About making excuses. No, listen. Life's not hard when you make decisions based off what your goals are. Period. If Keyshawn's goal was to become a superstar boxer and this and that and do that and have his brothers on the undercard and all of that, it wouldn't have been no question about what he feel like. What you feel don't matter. It doesn't matter what you feel because your feelings change. You cannot base decisions off how you feel. We're not children.
Also,
I thought man, Keyshawn with a family, and you don't want to fight. You turned down $1 million payday because you simply didn't want to make the weight.
I don't think it was that. Also, he probably thought the fight was still going to continue. It was a shocker that it didn't really continue. That Dos Santos decided not to even fight at all. Because most fighters.
Again, a dumb decision by him.
Yeah, it was a bad decision, but I don't think it was like, I'm not going to make the weight. I'm not going to fight tomorrow. I think he figured that, well, at the end of the day, like, you might get penalized, but the fight will just still go on. Big enough event for both him and Dos Santos that they were the main event. The fight was just going to go on, and he'll be penalized because that's what's normal. Remember the fight before that, somebody did that to him, and he just let the fight go on. The guy came in way heavier, So like, I think it was just
Boxing Hacker again. You making another excuse. It doesn't matter what he thought. He should have never did it. Because you was only 2 pounds. You're causing all of these problems because you don't want to make the weight. Because you don't feel like it.
Yeah,
He said I could have easily made it. I just ain't want to.
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate.
You're overlooking that part, Hacker. He's already admitted he didn't want to, and he could have done it. You can't excuse that part.
Yeah, no, I get it. But
we'll say that.
He's fighting next week, Let's see the amazing Keyshawn. The Keyshawn of last year is gone anyway. He can never revisit that fight. So,
what a big.
But you can revisit that attitude again.
It's not about the fight; it's about the mentality. Boxing Hacker, why are you acting so dense?
No, because I think you guys are speaking of idealism. Like shit doesn't happen.
How is that idealism? Hacker?
Yeah, like all the time. I literally see that idealism. So when ideal, like you make it seem like Keyshawn is like this is something that nobody has ever done before. People
I've never seen a boxer do that. Ever.
Bruh, I've seen a boxer do that.
No, you haven't.
I
Name
have.
him.
Yes.
Name him.
I just told you a story.
Name him.
I just told you about my friend who ate ice cream.
Name a professional fighter who turned down $1 million opportunity in their city with their brothers on the card,
and then jumped the marquee fight.
We ain't even get to that part.
We didn't get to that part yet.
I mean, like I said, it was a bad weekend for that brother, but Keyshawn gonna bounce back.
Well, we're not talking about whether he can bounce back or not. We're talking about how irresponsible it was for him to do it, and what was behind it. Who should have helped him?
The
person who pounded his chest about who he is in that camp should have been the first person who would have.
He didn't know.
Let me finish. He should have made the attempt to steer him in the right direction. But you heard what he said. He didn't do any of that. That's part of his job.
Bernie didn't know.
Hold on. I got 2 new people up here. Let me get Blaze, Big Supreme, and Mr. Moss, and then we're gonna go back to Boxing Hacker. But I mean, seriously though, now that I'm saying it out loud, and now that we have more context to the situation, it's egregious, and it's even more egregious that Keyshawn lied about it. Like, bro, you the man said how was you drinking every day and making it through camp? You don't even know how you would be doing that. Blaze P for P, what's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Man, what's the 2 cent? Peace, panel. Peace, chat. Hey, like I said, the biggest thing was how bad that fumble was. And I always was wondering why it happened and how it happened, right? Because they've been tight-lipped about how that happened. Because the first thing I think is that with everything that's on the line with this, there's no way Bo Mac in the camp don't know whether he's on weight or not. So when Bernie says what he says, that's his perspective. Who's telling the truth about it? We don't know. But at the end of the day, like y'all is getting at, everybody's kind of responsible for it. But at the end of the day, that fumble was so big with him missing weight. And then they said he deliberately didn't even try to make weight and blow it at his homecoming as being for the first time, second time being at home, first time being champ, reigning. Come on, man. That's why it's like, it's interesting that we getting the details coming out and the fallout forward and why Keyshawn ain't in the camp with them no more. How big of a fallout, how big of a fumble it is. And so it's like, I hate to speculate. I just accept it for what it is. But my whole thing, that's why I always tell y'all, no matter what, even coming in with Keyshawn into this fight, I tell y'all all the time when I say something about Keyshawn, hey man, I hope he got good people around him. because we don't know if he'll even make it to the next fight if these is the type of shenanigans that was pulled for what happened before. We don't know if he might pop before he get under the Madison Square Garden lights. I don't know. Just like nobody else knows. So everybody got every right to speculate and critique that move that just happened. And I'm gonna land my plane right there.
All right, let me get $1.99 in the super chat. $1.99 in the super chat from Gap Tooth Games. He said, "Hit Hacker with the Johnson bouncing sound, please."
He missed out over $1 million. Tank missed out over 50 million. Just remember that, guy. But we act like Keyshawn's like the worst thing on planet Earth right now.
Nobody acting like he the worst.
Nobody's acting like that.
I mean, Mr. Gray, you ain't telling me how bad Tank is. He missed out over $50 million. You're not telling me about what Coach Calvin should have done for Tank right now.
Bro,
look, y'all. Listen, y'all. Hey, peep, y'all. You guys gotta identify. Boxing Hacker's pattern when he get on these. This is what it looks like when you don't know how to be accountable for what comes out of your mouth or what's said or verifying facts. When you just twist and turn, when you cap. You feel me? You doing the same thing that Keyshawn doing.
We've been dealing with this shit for like 3 years,
you don't understand accountability, homie.
This nigga won't stop.
No, but what I'm telling you, you gotta bag it and tag it. So it'd be like how you get twisted every day for this goofy ass shit.
Oh, I thought you were a tall marker.
Big Supreme, what you got for the show?
What's up, Supreme?
What's up, everybody? Yo, 2 cents. What's going on? You sound a little aggressive over there.
Nah, I just will start thinking about this out loud, and I'm like, hold on.
2 cents, yo, Supreme. What you got for the show? What's going on? What's your 2 cents? I know Hacker got you upset.
Yeah, Hacker up here tripping. You know,
I'm just trying to find out why Mr. Greg didn't say that about Coach Calvin. That's all I want to know.
Because it's not the same thing.
This is my thing, right? Let me get this Nigerian scammer, man. So look here, Hacker. That 419 scamming ass nigga. So look here, Hacker. Because you want to criticize Tank, right?
Yeah.
We're not even talking about Tank. Like we talked about that on Flyer panel the other night. Like we could be talking about Keyshawn, Bernie the Boxer, Bomac, Shakur. Y'all somehow bring Tank in the equation. Like we're not talking about that nigga, bro. Like he got another case. He got something else going on right there. Like we don't got to keep talking about this kid, bro.
No, but I just want to know. Think about this, right? Mr. Greg's saying that Bernie should take some responsibility for what happened, but I never heard anybody say Coach Calvin or Coach Kenny.
Right, so since you want to bring up Coach Calvin, right? Why Bo Mack has a fighter in his stable that was charged for murder, and you probably don't even know that.
I know that. That's
what's his name? Since you know,
best friend. I forget the dude that fight.
Nah, I'm talking about Avius Griffin. Did you know that? A prospect that was charged for murder at Bo Mack's stable. That you don't even know who he is, bro.
Yeah, I know that. No.
Steven Nelson. He shot a 14-year-old girl in Omaha.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know.
All right. Keyshawn drinking every day. Floyd Diaz. He got caught with a gun in a stolen car. So what's going on with Bo Mack? He got caught with a pistol in the airport and caught a Fed case.
Man,
so since you want to hold Tank and Coach Calvin accountable, do you do
North Omaha?
Yeah, let's start. If you want to hold everybody accountable,
I'm not saying Omaha's not a rough city.
Y'all ain't listening.
Listen, Blaze. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is holding Bo Mack accountable. You get what I'm saying?
But my thing is this, right, Big Supreme, right? Like, what I'm saying, shit happens. Like, but people are saying, "Oh,
I just gave you a whole lot of shit, bro."
Yeah.
At one table, you got niggas charged with attempted murder, shooting 14-year-old girls, getting drunk, and how you a professional boxer and you get caught in a car that's stolen with a gun, bro? You just was on top rank. What's going on? It happens.
It does happen.
Why is Keyshawn drinking every day, bro? What's going on? What's going on over there, bro?
The kid's going through something. It's just
that's not what I'm saying, bro. If we gonna hold Coach Calvin accountable, you need to hold Bo Mack fast accountable, man.
Yeah, if you want to say that, yeah, we can. If you want to say we're gonna hold Coach Calvin and Coach Kenny accountable, then we can hold everybody.
Nah, what I'm saying is, bro, you gotta stop
doing
that.
Hold on. Boxing Hacker. If you wanted to hold Coach Calvin and Coach Kenny accountable, you should have brought that up before we started talking about this. Because right now you're just deflecting for the top.
We're talking about
the fact.
Ain't no. I'm talking. Listen. Right now, you're just deflecting from the conversation. It doesn't matter if we hold Coach Calvin or whoever accountable. That doesn't change what we're saying about Keyshawn and Bernie. It doesn't change that. So I don't know why you even bringing that up. We're not talking about that right now. We're
why
talking
Keyshawn drinking every day, nigga?
Keyshawn and Bernie, and it was on Big Supreme to give his 2 cents, and then we gotta go to Mr. Moss. Go ahead, Big Supreme.
What's up, Mr. Moss?
Now go ahead, Moss.
Oh, it's on me, or
it's on you, Brody.
Okay. First and foremost, salute to the host, 2 cents, and I see my guy Greg up here, and all you guys. I mean, I'm just going to piggyback off of Blaze and some of the other fellas, and you 2 cents. This is on Keyshawn, and this is a sport of boxing, where the fighter is the chief one, and so the ball's in your court, right? You control a lot that goes on. You can say yes or no if you want to get up and jog, right? You say yes or no if you want to do certain things, right? You say yes or no to those late night meals and snacks. And so, yeah, some trainers, some guys who control your diet or what have you, they got some control, but at the end of the day, you control everything. And so I'm surprised that Keyshawn's in a camp where they are so tight and they are so organized and so prepared. Like, where did he go wrong at? And so I can't put this on nobody but Keyshawn, right? He has shown in the past to be a distraction off his rocker. And I'm not going to be long-winded, but it's funny how when he sat down with Andre Ward after he did miss weight and things like that, don't take this the wrong way, but he blamed it on mental health. And so I'm not going to be surprised or shocked if he comes out here recently and says that he had an episode, or he's going to blame it on some type of form of mental health. And so when a fighter misses weight, that's the ultimate slap in your face as fans, as a coach, as a boxing fan in general, because your job is to make weight, right? Like, that's how you feed your family, right? You make the weight, you put the work in. And so the one thing that I've always appreciated about, that stablemate with if it's Andre Ward, Keyshawn, Terrence, and Shakur, like, they work, right? Yeah, we talk shit, we do this, we do that, but at the end of the day, boxing was always first, right? Before all these shenanigans. And so it just seems like Keyshawn kind of veered off to the left, and they haven't got him back, and I don't think he's coming back. So I think moving forward, this is who he is. And so, listen, I mean, typical entitled black athlete who was in a spot to take off and make good money and put his family in position to do whatever, and he's blowing his chance. And
what do you mean about that?
Okay, let me say this.
What do you mean, bro?
So you said it's a slap. Hold on, you said it's a slap in the face for
boxing
them to miss weight. Is it a drop kick in the face for them to tell you they just ain't feel like making weight?
Yeah, I mean, 2 cents. Yeah. I mean, I agree. Yeah, that's even worse to me when you say it like that, because like, where's that coming from? Like you don't want to be great? Like, you don't want to make weight? Like,
hey, but 2 cents.
What the hell is going on?
But look, y'all, the mental and behavioral health issues got to be real, because you got to be crazy to blow your opportunity like that. Let's keep in mind that Top Rank can't find a network right now, that they're over there trying to put events on and trying to, get viewers and trying to stay alive. And these are the shenanigans that he pulls, right?
I mean,
like, you guys got to think like the implications to this missing weight stuff is crazy. Maybe it was a contract thing, but it's nuts. Because at first I was thinking like, look, Keyshawn missed weight, for whatever. I don't know how he missed weight, but then I'm thinking that he tried to pull what Lemus pulled on him when they was back in Norfolk.
I just think I think it's deeper than him just missing the weight or him not wanting to make the weight. I think it was an agenda behind it. But we're not even finna dig that deep. I'm just gonna be surface and go off exactly what he's saying, because I'm also trying to prove a point to show y'all hypocrisy and y'all biased about how y'all just let some of the most egregious things slide. Like, I don't even get it. Like,
say y'all gotta be somebody else, because I'm gonna be the first and foremost to tell you he blew it. Listen, man, I'm watching all these boxers
people like Boxing Hacker up here, Johnson.
I mean, but Boxing Hackers, listen, he's off. He's a contrary to anything. If you said it the other way, he'd go opposite. You got to trick him with the reverse psychology to get him on point.
Mm-hmm.
Let Boxing Hacker be. What he talking about ain't mattering right now. When we talking about the gist of this issue right here, this was a big issue that had ramifications for who we think is good at boxing and fights that we really want to see.
Blaze, you about to spit a 16?
Particularly particularly with De Los Santos, right? With De Los Santos and how Shakur just ran from De Los Santos and Keyshawn was supposed to fight him, and he's been wavering and waving ever since this shit happened. And we got to find Bigfoot footage of his last fight. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, hey man, how he missed weight in that camp, there ain't no excuses. There ain't no excuse you can say to be like, oh, this is cool. They blew a main event in Norfolk, Virginia. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, they had Mason on the court to carry it. Think about if they didn't have Mason, if they had somebody else that wasn't from the culture or something on that court, that shit would have really been dead. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Mason step in your spot. That's crazy.
And he stepped right into the spot. And he's the guy, last I checked, when we look at who's actually at 135 right now. Because Shakur's at 140, Tank's out the game right now. Who is the guy at 135? It's looking like it might be Mason. It's looking like it might be Mason. You see what I'm saying?
Not even only that. You get up on the stage and you up there bluffing, calling out a nigga that's fighting at 135, knowing that you can't even fucking make the weight.
Exactly. Remember when he sat right beside Mason and pulled that bogus ass shit?
Yeah.
And stunning them off right when they supposed to be promoting the card together when he pulled that nonsense. That's why I said, man, mental and behavioral health is real, man. I hope Keyshawn got good people around him because that is absolutely nuts on how he blew it, man. I'm going to find it, man. There's an interview of him on the Thursday, the day before the weigh-in, and he's with his homeboys. And they're giggling, and he's knocking titles for sanctioning fees and the IBF for rehydration. And it was weird. I was like, why is he even talking about this like that? Sure enough, because he wasn't trying to make weight the next day. Like he literally crashed out. The worst issue when I said like this, and like I said, let's not forget mental and behavioral health is real. And I really be preaching on that because we all know people that got issues, man. All that stuff really didn't matter. You can blunder into sports and all that.
Let me say one thing before you go,
abandoned his
I gotta
baby.
go, bro.
Listen, I'm about to land my plane right here.
All right, cool.
Young man abandoned his baby in that melee with a whole bunch of niggas, ain't no telling who might have had a pistol, who would have been doing anything over there. To rush into a fight, that's when I knew that nigga was crazy. Like real talk. He's irresponsible and it's unaccountable.
There you go.
And
Great
it's
word
dangerous.
you use. Irresponsible.
You see what I'm saying?
Hey.
It's dangerous.
No.
And you watching him crash out. This is what a real crash out looking 4K.
Facts, bro.
So that's why I say, hey man, I really hope he got people around him.
Hey, hold on.
Because he be tripping.
This is that moment. I don't know if y'all like notice or not, but I'm documenting like Keyshawn's manic behavior.
That's the moment.
Throughout this process. This the moment right here.
Yeah,
Blaze talking about.
Why do I want to pay for another belt? I'm already paying for this job. Why do I want to go fight for another belt that I gotta pay for? If they're gonna give it to me for free, then I'll fight Ray Mortaia. But if they want to give me that belt for free, then I ain't fighting him. Also, he got an IBF. Why do I want to?
So I made that short because I thought that shit was so funny, and I like making baby Keyshawn's. But
I don't want to
2 cents. 2 cents. You edited it out his entourage.
You suck though.
You edited.
But he's so dumb though.
You edited out his entourage in that.
He's so dumb. He's trying to be who Terrence Crawford was, bro. You just got your fucking feet in the game, my nigga. How's you even making no type of
he got belt,
type of concessions?
And look, that's why I was trying to tell y'all. Remember, I used to try to tell y'all. Remember, I was saying, hey man, he thinks he's A side. Like that's what my straight point was. Like you think you were big enough to do this? Like,
hold on. This is my question.
One mic.
Hold on, because I heard somebody say this. Keyshawn gonna probably do this and this and that because he looking for the big money fights. And I'm like, he got 13 fights. How can he be looking for a big money fight? Like, what are we talking about? He got 13 fights. How is he looking for big money, quote unquote, big money fights? Like, you're not there yet, bro. You're not there yet to be trying to tell people. First of all, you're not ready. Prospect. He's still a prospect. Every time you call him out the big name.
Nah, man, he was champ, but he just became champ. He didn't have no juice. That's what 2 Cent, what you're trying to say is you're not the guy. You're not the guy. What I mean is by power,
he's really
influence, money, bag.
Bro.
Because listen, no, he's a champ. He's a legitimate champ. He won it in 13 fights. We're not going to take that away from him. Let's not take let's not take that away from him. Let's not take away him being an Olympic silver medalist and then fight high level. Hold on. Let me finish.
No, you hold up, nigga. You've been going for like 30 minutes, bro. Hold on, Blaze.
You go ahead. I'll go after you. Go ahead.
What I'm saying is this, right? You can name like 25 boxers on Top Rank that had a WBO belt, bro. That's not saying anything. It really
He
ain't.
beat Barinchik.
But you can't be a prospect if you've been a champion. That's
you know what I mean, bro.
You can't be a prospect with a belt.
Man, listen, man.
No,
check this out.
Because a
Check this out.
prospect
Did Loma have a WBO?
is trying to become a champion. If you've already been a champion.
Did Loma have a WBO?
That's the
Did
fact.
Bud had a WBO?
That's the fact.
All have the
We
WBO.
know Bud had the
Blake.
WBO.
All of them had a WBO.
Yeah,
And
all have the
135.
WBO.
Let's go down the list. Who all had this WBO?
Teofimo.
Did
All the
WBO?
top ranked. Listen, let me
No,
make it quick.
I'm talking about the ones that fought for it. But what I'm telling you is, hey man, they've been fighting for that belt.
I'm
What
telling
you
you,
talking about?
I'll let you know, bro. If you want me to, nah, man.
Yeah, by way of definition, you can't be a prospect.
But
man, please.
I'll be off that, hacker.
No, I mean,
Teofimo, WBO, Shakur, WBO, Keyshawn.
Devin
I think Abdullah Mason got a WBO, right?
Yep, he the champion now.
I said Teofimo already. Bud, Pacquiao, Oscar De La Hoya. Like, we could go down the line. Floyd, like, almost everybody on Top Rank, their first belt is a WBO belt, bro. That's a fact.
Hey, man,
Whatever
listen,
Bob Orr
and
said.
they've been
You didn't know
having
that?
real fights getting that belt. What are you talking about? It just
Man,
so
what
happened
real
that
fights,
Keyshawn got it
man?
'cause it was
Different people,
vacated.
vacant
What are
titles,
you
nigga.
talking about?
Shakur got 2 vacant title shots, bro.
Yeah,
What are we talking about?
Most definitely.
So what we talking about then? Barinchik, he won that as a vacant title.
Yeah.
So what are we
We
saying?
all know-
These
we
niggas
all know.
getting layups, bro.
Yeah, but Keyshawn didn't get a vacant title. He won it.
Man, he beat up somebody we
He
knew the
got
nigga was
gifted
gonna
a belt,
beat,
bro. Like, listen, Barinchik was 38 years old,
still won the
deep
title.
amateur
I don't
career,
understand.
400 fights. Like, we already know he's gonna dust him off, bro. I told y'all,
That's
he's
what happened.
gonna knock him out.
Look, here's the
in
thing,
3 rounds.
man.
He
One
beat
thing
a
about it,
champion.
The
Take
only
a title,
person
bro.
thought
Bro,
Barinchik was
Boxer
going to win
Hacker,
was
you-
Tony.
See, here's where I
You
disagree with
arguing
you.
points,
Here's
we
the
not even
deeper.
arguing though, Boxer Hacker.
No, hold on. Let's just get this out the way. Let's get to the nitty gritty. Let's talk about how skilled Keyshawn is in the ring. So you can say all you want, he ain't fought nobody. You know what's so great about it? What's great about it is on January 31st, he's fighting Jermaine Ortiz. And if it's crazy ass making in the ring, we about to see how much of a prospect he is.
Nah,
And I got Keyshawn by
picked him for
stoppage.
bro. I've been said
Exactly.
that,
So
bro. I'm still gonna call the nigga a prospect, though, bro.
So how you call him a prospect?
Y'all niggas call Tank 30-year-old prospect, so I can't call this 13-year-old drunk
Man,
and
listen,
during
you
camp
bringing up
a
Tank?
prospect,
No,
nigga.
don't come at me. I don't ever bring up Tank.
I'm just
How you
saying,
bring
bro.
up
This
Tank to
nigga
me?
drunk during camp. Like, what are y'all talking about, bro? Like, they
Man,
acting
listen,
like
man,
this
check
nigga's
this
a
out.
pound
Check
for
this out.
pound elite, bro. Keyshawn, my
Hey,
man,
listen,
but
check
like,
this out.
the nigga get
You
drunk
literally
and get
just-
stupid and jump boxes
Hold
at the
on,
fights, bro.
hold on.
He's a prospect.
You
Like,
literally,
he's
you
not nothing
literally
else until
just-
further notice, bro.
You
Bruh.
literally just spontaneously blurted Tank's name out your mouth. And we was talking about Keyshawn.
Yeah, because first of all,
Back to
Hank is
the
on the
Hacker.
panel, bro. Look.
That's some
Hank
boxing
is on the
hacker shit.
panel, bro. So that's automatic. His whole clan called Tank a 30-year-old prospect. He ain't fight nobody.
Okay,
But
you
you telling
talking
me
to them.
Keyshawn,
Okay, you talking to them.
13-0, is a pound for pound elite, bro. He's a good fighter, bro. But
good fighter.
he's
No,
doing
that's
too
the
much,
same.
bro. That
He
nigga's a
passed-
prospect, bro.
Hold on. You know why Keyshawn is a prospect still? Because
Why?
he don't feel like making the weight.
That's not
That too.
prospect, bro. That's
And
not
the nigga, I'm gonna just say like this, bro. That
he's not
nigga passes the
prospect,
we can't call the nigga elite. He passes the eye test.
That's a
He
fact.
passes the eye
So
test.
far, he passed the eye test.
I mean,
Y'all seen an interview with Keyshawn?
No
and
elite
he
fighter ever say they didn't feel like making the weight.
Not only that, I seen an interview with
Man, listen,
Keyshawn,
that's
and
what
he's
I'm
bragging
trying to
about
tell
selling
you.
crack,
Hey,
bro.
man,
Like, this
mental
dude
and
want to be a
behavioral
thug for
health
real, bro.
issues
Like,
is real.
I ain't feeling that nigga, man.
Man,
Listen,
yeah.
man,
Ain't no
and
mental health
behavioral
issues,
health
bro.
issues is
Listen,
real.
Keyshawn
Nah,
is
dog.
playing into mental health to get sympathy, bro.
Wait,
There's
Man,
real
listen,
boxers
let
that
me
have
tell you a
mental
story. Let me
health
tell you a
issues,
story
brother.
real quick.
Floyd Mayweather
Let me tell
missed
you a
weight
story real
against
quick.
Let me
Mark
ask you-
Hunt.
hold on,
Like
let-
3
Hacker,
pounds.
hold on,
He did
hold
that
Hold
on
on,
purpose.
Blade.
Hold
Hold
on
on,
real
Mike.
quick.
Let me meet y'all. Hold on, Blaze. Let me say this. Because Adrian Broner clearly had mental health issues. Nobody ever gave that nigga a pass. They
Facts.
roasted that nigga every chance they got.
But hold on
Nobody
real quick.
gave
I'm
AB
not
a pass for no mental health issue. Not even now. Even though
But
we know that
2 cents.
nigga batshit
2
crazy.
cent. Hold up
2
real
cent.
quick. Hold up,
Floyd
hold up,
Mayweather-
boxing
Floyd
hacker.
Mayweather
Hold
missed
on.
weight on
Hold on,
purpose.
boxing hacker. Hold on, boxing hacker. 2 cent. The point I'm trying to make is this. We're not giving them a pass. We're witnessing mental and behavioral health issues play out in 4K.
This
Like
ain't
on the
the
big
first
stage.
time, Blaze.
I know, but what I'm just trying to tell you is, listen, I'm gonna just make this real quick. I had a homeboy who was in the streets with us. He was short. He had like a Napoleon complex. He went to the joint for a little bit. They started giving him some meds. You feel me? He got out. He wasn't getting those meds, and he spazzed out. And when I seen him back in there, he was still going like on mental and behavioral health issues. He killed the local restaurant owner. tripping. What I'm telling you is mental and behavioral health issues be real. It don't necessarily be that serious, but we're watching when people be diagnosed with stuff, you gotta put that in play that. If you know anybody got family members with like schizophrenia, bipolar, multiple personality disorders, anything up in that DSM is be really real. And that's why that's why I always tell you with Keyshawn, it's like, hey man, I don't think he's lying about that. That's why I hope he has good
let me
people
say
around
this.
him, bro.
Let me say this.
You know,
Let me say
Floyd missed weight on purpose, right?
You said what?
Floyd Mayweather missed weight on purpose. I remember you asked me that question earlier. I just thought about that.
Yeah, he missed weight on purpose.
Yeah, Floyd did.
Keyshawn didn't miss weight on purpose. He didn't feel like making the weight. I don't understand what you don't understand.
Let me answer that 2 cents. You got to add context to that, bro.
Keyshawn is not Floyd.
That's a big fact. Keyshawn is not Floyd. And Floyd was retired for 2 years, bro.
No, but
the nigga didn't feel like making the weight, bro. So he gave him the bread. That's it, bro.
And he missed 3 pounds.
It's not the same thing.
It was 2 pounds, bro.
No, it was 3 pounds. It was 3 pounds is the cutoff point.
It's not.
If I'm right, you got to get off the panel, bro.
Sources.
You want to do it?
I was gonna say
they about to source you, boxing hacker.
I'm gonna put it like this: he missed weight on purpose.
Switch the subject, nigga.
No, I'm not switching the subject. He didn't miss it on purpose, though. It wasn't like he was trying to make the weight. He literally missed it on purpose.
Boxing hacker. Let me say this to you, boxing hacker.
Because you asked me what other fighters.
Okay. Congratulations, you found one. Good job.
Thank you.
Now listen, that is irrelevant. That does not matter. Floyd Mayweather was not in the point of his career where he couldn't afford to do no shit like that.
Right. Them all facts.
So it's a difference, boxing hacker.
Wait, hold on, guys.
And that's why
I think we're just like I said. Things like this happen. You know, I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying Keyshawn.
So no.
Listen,
the question,
man.
no. Listen,
All
because
I'm saying is that
no, boxing hacker, because you
we're
missed my
overdoing
question.
it. Like Keyshawn was like
boxing hacker. You hear me talking?
Yeah,
listen, I said find another fighter that missed weight because they didn't feel like making the weight. An elite fighter at that. Because y'all said Keyshawn is elite. Listen. Did Floyd Mayweather say, I just didn't feel like making the weight?
Yeah, he did it on purpose. He said because he knew that like
Floyd Mayweather missed out on $1 million payday with his brothers on the undercard with the whole city coming out to see him.
Floyd said recently like he missed weight and he knew that they weren't gonna make him because the weight that he missed, they couldn't force him to make it at that.
You missing the fucking question, bro. What's wrong with you, bro?
First
He
of
do
all,
the same shit. Y'all let him do this.
Marquez asked for a catch weight at 144, bro. That's what happened. So when he missed the 2 pounds, they was at welterweight, bro. So he really didn't miss the weight, bro.
What do you mean?
They had a fight.
You literally said
the fight was supposed to be
2
scheduled at
pounds.
146, welterweight.
Okay.
Marquez ended up saying he wanted a catch weight. Floyd agreed, and then said, "Fuck that, I'm gonna make welterweight," and gave him the bread. So it's like there wasn't no crazy strategy, bro. Like. And Floyd is not a big welterweight, bro. He's a small dude, bro. Like you making it seem like the nigga came in 10 pounds overweight, bro.
I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say.
You don't. Just stop talking, bro.
What I'm saying is this: like Floyd missed weight. You asked me who a fighter that missed weight on purpose. Floyd Mayweather missed weight on purpose. It wasn't by accident. It wasn't that try.
Shakur missed weight on purpose, though. Why you don't mention Shakur?
No, Shakur didn't miss weight on purpose. Shakur said
yes, he did.
According to Shakur, he was trying. He just couldn't get it off him.
No,
you believe that shit?
No. Shakur said he was a bad bitch during training camp, and he was drinking.
Remember he was drinking too. Remember he was
a bad bitch during training camp. He was smoking hookah and drinking
tequila too. Him and Keyshawn drinking together.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, them niggas is real weird, bro. Them niggas dress alike. They be drinking together. I don't know what's going on.
Tongue rings.
They got matching tongue rings. This shit's nasty out here.
Man, y'all wild, man. That's diabolical. They're just friends.
Tell them boxing hacker they got a DL relationship.
Yeah, different.
Yo, hacker, this is what I don't like, right? About the mental health thing, right?
Yeah.
There's 2 cents already brought up Broner, but you look at someone like Charlo who's been going through a lot of issues. Nobody give him no sympathy. They call him an alcoholic. He's drunk. He ruined his career. It's ha. With Keyshawn, he could do all this bullshit. Mind you, this nigga got 13 fights, bro. Charlo's a 3-division champion. He's been undefeated for the last 10 years. He's defending his belt a bunch of times, and we don't give him no leeway at all. This nigga just came in the game. He's jumping boxes after a 10-round fight, bro. Getting drunk in the crowd, getting on interviews talking about selling crack. Like what's going on, bro? Where's the energy at for this nigga, bro? That's what I want to know. Like Tank is a thug, Bud is a thug, and all this other shit. This nigga's talking about selling crack, getting drunk in training camp, jumping boxes. Like, what's going on? This the dude that you want to stand behind? Nah, man, hold his feet to the fire, bro. If he don't perform against Jermaine Ortiz like I think he's gonna do, then we gonna grind him up, bro. Like, we're not gonna have no sympathy for this nigga.
Exactly. It's gonna all be called out in the ring. You know,
that's the fact. Because I ain't gonna lie, I'm tired. I'm a Keyshawn fan, bro, but I'm tired of this. Oh, nah, you know, he's going through something. That nigga's lying, bro. He did some dumb shit. Now he's trying to play the mental health aspect to get sympathy, bro. I see right through that shit, bro. He's not crazy.
Look, the reason why I say it's like, man, you gotta be crazy to blow it like that. And like I
that
told
nigga's not crazy, bro. Broner's on Instagram every day talking about committing suicide, brother. No, everybody be laughing at him.
Then look, why do you think? Hold on. Then I need you to answer this bro. Answer this question for me, then, real quick. Answer this question for me, you correct. Why do you really think Keyshawn came in 2 pounds overweight? Then decided not to make weight, bro. Then hold on. Let me finish, man. Then decided to not make weight.
You gotta stay there.
Hold on. Let me finish.
You said 2 pounds. It wasn't 2 pounds, bro.
You ain't let me finish because he decided not to make weight and he came in 2 more pounds over. You gotta let me finish, bro.
No, hold on. It was 2 pounds and then he came back 4 pounds. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, why they won't let me talk, man? Like, calm down. That's one thing about it. Hold on. Let me just preface this real quick. I'm not defending him. So you guys can just slow your roll real quick because I got a real legitimate question. It's on the other side of what we're talking about, on your side.
Now I'm on
How
snack,
can you
bro.
not be crazy
for
going in 2 pounds overweight, then coming back and adding 2 more pounds overweight? How do you do that? Because I thought at first he did that like Limos pulled it, and he thought they was going to take the fight, and he just was going to have a weight advantage. But ain't no way if you come in 2 pounds over and then come and add 2 more pounds, that was the plan. Because that will make that
makes you crazy, bro.
No, but let me say this because I deal with it. Let me say
that makes you irresponsible, immature, man.
Let me say this, Supreme.
All right, say that part then.
I deal with mental illness, right? It runs in my husband's family, bipolar, schizophrenia, all this other stuff, right? And it's a different. See, people think just because you got mental illness, you're not accountable. That's absolutely false. That's absolutely false. At this point, once you're aware of the mental illness, yes, there are situations to where maybe you can't control it, or maybe you make, certain decisions that are not favorable to you, but it's no excuse for every dumbass decision that you make. Just because you have mental illness, you still got a family. You still got to be responsible. Because otherwise, who's taking care of you? Who's taking care of you, Keyshawn? Okay, you got mental illness, cool. Your mental illness is so bad that you can't even be responsible in the profession that you've been doing your whole life. Think about all the football players with mental illness, the NBA players with mental illness, the doctor. Like, every profession, every industry has people with mental illness. That does not excuse you from being irresponsible. Adrian Broner, mental illness. I've never heard him say he didn't do the fight because he didn't want to make the weight. Never.
You remember Oliver McCall?
So what do you think it is then, 2 Cents?
And he broke down in the ring.
Is he just a coward, 2 Cents? Like, I'm trying to figure it out.
I think he just know. I don't know. I mean, I don't know why we keep jumping to coward.
Because the reason, because I'm just saying I don't know, because think about how he performs inside of the ring.
I think he wanted to get out of his top rank contract, if I'm honest.
Okay,
that's what I think. That's what I said.
But that doesn't make any sense. How would that work?
Listen, once you get that strap,
because they shelved them and they don't have a net. They didn't have a network.
Yeah, but you're not out the contract when you're shelved, though.
And they didn't have a network, so maybe if they didn't have a network,
you out that contract without that belt.
Contract.
You don't need the belt.
You still have a contract without the belt. No,
remember the belt don't matter.
Everybody know once you win that belt on top rank, bro, they give you 10 more years, nigga.
Welcome to death, bro.
You're gonna be champion for 10 more years, nigga.
So then Keyshawn's a genius for this shit then.
He could be, but that's not the point that I'm trying to make, Blaze. The point that I'm trying to make is what the hypocrisy. Like, how many PBC fighters had mental health issues, real ones, and nobody gave a damn at all.
Hey, 2 Cent, I'm not using it as an excuse. I'm just witnessing this before his eyes. When he left his child in a melee. Listen, man, that ain't no irresponsibility account. Man, people die.
You know what that is, Blaze? That's dumb nigga shit.
That's nigga shit.
That's nigga shit.
You see,
You think that's mental health,
You
Blaze?
see, Shakur was over there at that dice game when Takeoff got killed.
Dumb
That's
Remember, he
mental
was
health.
right there, right?
That was stupidity.
Dumb
Right?
shit.
This
Is
is
that
what I'm
mental
trying
health,
to
Blaze?
tell you. It be situation. He left his kid where there was Negroes around there like that. You see what I'm saying? Like, how do you do that? You see what I'm saying?
He's
Without
stupid,
something
bro.
being wrong with you. I know, but what I'm telling you is I hope he got good people around him because we thought he had good people around him. So does he not listen?
Yo,
Is
Blaze,
he
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
immature?
Wrap it up, B.
No, listen, man. I'm
Dave
just
Chappelle
telling you.
voice, man. Dave Chappelle voice, bro. You know why I'm saying that? Because when he was, if anything, he got the right people around him now. Yeah, we could joke about Shakur and stuff like that, but he's a professional. Like, he's in the gym all day.
Then.
Listen, everybody knows that Shakur is like a boxer nerd. He's in the gym all day. He wants to spar everybody. He goes all over the world sparring. Like, I don't know what's up with this kid, but Keyshawn's better off being around him. I just explained all the shit Bo Mac got going on in his gym.
Okay,
Bo Mac caught a gun charge. This person murder charge. This person attempt murder charge. This person gun charge. Like, this is why Keyshawn crashing out like that. Then you see how Bernie, the
That's
boxer.
that North Omaha.
That's whatever it is. What I'm saying is maybe he's around the right element now, and maybe we might see him be great. Maybe he really did need to get away from Bo Mac. Because if you look at their stable, what they got going on, there's something wrong over there.
Maybe because, like I tell you, like I said, I'm
not
not
maybe he got caught with a gun in the airport, bro. This nigga supposed to be.
But to be honest though, even with that situation that happened, Bomac and Bud was the ones that went in near here Albright locker room and apologized for the shit that Keyshawn pulled.
Yeah,
nah, that was probably Crawford, man. Bo Mac fat ass didn't want to walk over there, man.
I mean, listen. I hear what you're saying, Big Supreme, and just to give a different perspective, maybe that's just a place of where those people are going to get their life together. We could say that, right? But the thing is, though, for Bernie to say everything went good and he don't even know what Keyshawn talk about, I think that's what's really strange to me. Like, he don't even know what Keyshawn talking about.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, 2 cents, you right. Let me say this, right? Like, what I'm saying about Bo Mac in the stable is like my opinions. This doesn't reflect your show at all. But I'm tired of them niggas getting away with that shit, bro. Right. You telling me that Steven Nelson shot a 14-year-old girl and then got a main event on DAZN versus Diego Pacheco? But then we talking about Tank. Oh, look, he did this. I get it. Tank should be held accountable. But this man shot a 14-year-old girl and got a major fight on DAZN. Like, what's up? What's going on? So, like, the hypocrisy and double standards is like, it's disgusting, bro. It's not mental health with Keyshawn. He's immature, unprofessional, and he needs to grow up. Maybe Shakur probably put him under the wing and maybe he'll put him on the right track. But if not, then pack him up. We don't need niggas like that in the sport, man.
Wow.
And people with mental health for real don't keep bringing it up.
Why are we saying for real like he doesn't have mental health issues? He was literally locked up for mental health issues. Do y'all forget that too?
Man, you believe that bullshit?
Yeah, he said he been in.
Yes.
He been in mental facilities. He made it up. Did he make it up?
Are we now questioning if he?
I ain't never seen that nigga in no mental facility. We ain't got no paperwork. Niggas can say anything.
My God. This is diabolical.
Boxing hackers, how do you know this nigga to be telling the truth, bro? What's wrong with you?
If that's the case, we shouldn't believe anybody at this point.
This
he already got caught lying.
Theories of
nigga, why we don't believe
they're not credible.
This not credible. Crazy, bro.
But my thing is, man, that's why I mostly stick it within the ring, man.
I believe he has mental.
For example, right? People like to pick and choose, right? Teofimo was suicidal a couple years ago. Nobody brings that up. Broly mentioned that in the interview. That's the reason why they got close. Like, he helped them deal with his issues with whatever way it was, right? That's how they got close. Like, nobody brings that up, bro.
People brought
so when we see a Teofimo lose against a Cambosis, oh, he's trash. This man probably wanted to kill himself. We don't know.
But you can't do that.
Listen, Keyshawn is my dog, but I'm not feeling you jumping a boxer and then laughing about it, getting drunk, getting high. Like, we're not doing that, bro.
But you can't do that for Tio and Cambosis, because guess what? Cambosis won that fight. Like,
man,
you can't
All I'm saying is he was dealing with some real mental health issues at the time, bro.
Yeah,
Keyshawn is one of the worst.
You can't use that as excuses when you're in the ring.
Nah, like, Keyshawn really get me mad, bro. Because I started to think about it, because like, everybody know I'm a Keyshawn fan, man. But like, come on, bro. Like, I had to like really look at what he's been doing the last year and a half, bro. You getting on Andre Ward talking about you used to sell crack and then you did this, and you did like, what's going on? So which one is it, bro?
Andre Ward used to
You want to
sell
be a
drugs.
gangster? You want to be a boxer? Like,
when was he
And he
selling
was
crack?
saying he was doing it while he
That's
was
what I want to know. When he
boxing.
was in the Olympics,
Man,
you was
I
selling
don't
crack in
believe that
France, my
shit.
nigga?
I think that
Come
nigga
on,
selling that. I think that nigga
Andre
selling
Ward
the image,
was
bro.
also a drug dealer back in the day. Like
I know, and you know what? I don't like all of them dudes that's associated with Andre Ward, Crawford. They're businessmen, they're professional, they're the paragons of morality, and they're professional. Nigga, they talk about selling crack and robbing drug dealers, bro. But then we hear Tank is a gangster all day. So which one is it? So you got a boxer that's saying he sells crack and he robs drug dealers. Shakur says that he's going to the trap when he goes to go spar, but Tank is the gangster. Tank gets on TV and says, look, I want to go get counseling so I can be better for my daughters and be better for my family. Y'all niggas laugh at the man. Sean gets drunk, miss weight, and jump a boxer, and you on his dick. I don't understand what's going on.
I mean, Tank also has a kidnapping.
Nah, for real, stop trolling, bro. Like Keyshawn needs to be held accountable, bro. Like, I don't want to hear none of that. Listen, if you're not holding Keyshawn accountable, don't even bring him up, bro. Like,
that's how you know that nigga.
Don't even bring him up, bro.
Who the fuck is even acting like that though, Boxing Hacker, bro? You got
this when you become a Keyshawn fan, my nigga.
It's not about being Keyshawn fan, but at the end
somebody
of the day,
say Keyshawn was born in 2002, crack was over in 2000.
I ain't gonna lie, crack ain't over, but like, yeah, you ain't lying though.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but
people still sell crack. Like, who is
that's a fact.
Crack?
Yo, two says, man, don't let me get crazy on the panel. But what I'm saying is this, Hacker.
Yeah.
When you became a Keyshawn fan?
It's not about being. I just think people are going overboard with it. Like, oh my god,
he just found him a new.
Bro, you're not understanding. Listen, homie.
Like, really?
Listen, did you see that Nahir Albright? Listen, did you see that Nahir Albright fight with Kevin Davis, his brother?
Yeah, I saw that. Yes,
that was a grueling fight, right? So you imagine you have a 10-round fight, and both of y'all laying over 150 punches. Y'all punch drunk, you dizzy, probably concussed, and then you get jumped by 3 niggas.
I don't know. That one was a little bit crazy.
Yeah, he got jumped, bro. He got physically jumped.
That's what
you
he said,
think that's
man.
funny?
I don't know. I didn't see the room, right? I see that he.
I'm not. Listen, bro. Like, we not doing that, bro. If you trying to make your way out the hood, if you trying to make your way out the hood.
Hold on, Timmy. What is it? Tank is wanted by the marshals. Are people after Shakur and Keyshawn? What does that have to do with what we talking about?
Because it's crazy, bro.
Man,
what does that have to do with
bullshit?
Anything?
Because Brick Supreme was trying to paint. Well, Shakur and Keyshawn do this, and then but they treat Tank like the gangster.
Is what I'm saying wrong?
What are you saying? Tank does wild shit too, bro. What are we talking about?
All right. Look, Charlo got into a car accident, right? Look, listen, Charlo crashed his Lamborghini truck, bro, and got arrested and got put on TV.
Yeah,
he got put champion in recess. They took his belt. Nobody cried for that nigga, bro. We held his feet to the fire. So why when these niggas do this dumb shit, y'all always come with their excuses, bro? Hold their feet to the fire. You don't know these niggas, bro.
I hear you, but like it's already done. What else can we say? He messed up. That's literally what happened.
He didn't mess up, and that's why we're talking about it, because more facts are coming out. He didn't mess up, Boxing Hacker. Why do you keep saying every time you do that, you're gonna start bullshitting? Hold on, I'm about to mute you, Boxing Hacker, because you keep talking when I'm talking. Listen, it wasn't a mistake. He did it on purpose, Boxing Hacker. Damn, Boxing Hacker, I know you get cheated on.
I didn't say it was a mistake. I said he messed up. Yeah, I said he messed up. That was a businessman. We're talking about the amazing Keyshawn now. Keyshawn's fighting next week. He's bouncing back. Like, what are we talking about here?
Bro, get off that man dick, bro. No homo, bro. Tell us it's amazing Keyshawn. It's amazing Keyshawn. He's bouncing
back. Like, here we are, like, trying to down him again. Oh my god, he's
I ain't gonna lie, Hacker. You gotta get a new stick, bro.
He's literally not the first person to do that. Like, people,
you gotta find a new niche.
I don't know why people don't know. Like, fighters do that.
Nobody's downing him.
Nobody's.
Your time is up, buddy.
All right, I mean, hey,
your time is up, buddy.
Like,
all that
terrible guy. He's
tired of that shit, bro.
He's
man. Listen, anybody that jumps a boxer after a fight, get him out of here, bro. I don't respect that at all. Like, I don't respect it at all. Like, you respect that?
So here's the thing: they had 2 different styles.
No, do you respect it? Yes or no?
I don't know. I don't know if the jump really happened.
Do you respect it? Yes or no?
What the fuck you mean? The nigga came out the ring with he had a knot on his fucking head, bro.
They probably got into it, but I don't know if they were.
No, they jumped him. This has been confirmed by multiple people, bro.
One person against the other again.
This nigga's
All right,
crazy,
bro.
bro.
Ain't getting
Like
me
that's,
bro.
like that's
y'all
that
believe
shit
everybody
crazy,
but Keyshawn. This is what's crazy. Like, oh, Bernie said this, but Keyshawn said this.
My nigga, why the fuck did he get a knot on his head? How did he get a knot on his head?
I didn't say there wasn't an altercation. He's saying that like it was just a attack.
You talking about we not believing Keyshawn? You taking up for the shit, bro?
With them trying to grab him. And
it looked like an altercation, bro. It didn't look like just one side thing.
No, they jumped him in the locker room, but then it spilled out. Listen, Hacker. They
shit.
jumped him in the locker room, then it spilled down to the hallway, bro.
So what do you think happened?
This is the fact. It's been confirmed by multiple different people, bro.
My nigga, if he had a knot on his head, clearly something happened.
Yeah, altercation happened. I'm not saying altercation.
What is an altercation to you, bro? What's an altercation?
They have so it's different than being jumped. Like being jumped.
Why are they altercating in the first place?
This nigga's crazy, bro.
I'm not saying that what Keyshawn did is right, but I'm saying like we're going a little bit overboard with Keyshawn.
No, we're not.
I'm done with this nigga. I'm done with him, bro.
We're not going overboard. Not at all, bro.
I'm Keyshawn here, man.
Man, it's crazy.
I think you guys are wild.
Hold on, I got somebody new on the panel. Shout out to Isaiah. What you doing?
Isaiah.
Yo, y'all can hear me?
Yeah, you good, bro.
Yo, salute to everybody. Shout out Paige. Shout out Supreme. Shout out Greg. I just came up here because I hear Hacker just bouncing on this shit heavy tonight. Helmet on tight. God damn. But also too, I kind of see why Hacker defends Keyshawn, because I think Hacker's a little mental because he be saying all this crazy shit about Boots. And then if I recall, a while back, he said he was from Philly. And I know damn well he ain't from Philly. Like,
I never said I was from Philly, buddy.
So then where are you from? Where are you from then? Because
you trying to look for me or what?
Nah, bro, I don't need to look for your fat ass, bro. Fuck out of here.
Where you from, buddy? What's your address and your social?
Bro, you literally said the last time you were like, oh yeah, I'm from Philly, and I swear, bro, watch, I'm gonna find it. But it's crazy though how like, hold on, bro, I'm talking, bro. You had your turn. You know what's crazy is that I remember I fuck with Fanon heavy, and I remember you used to jump on there and say the same bullshit about other fighters, and you sit up there and defend everybody. But Supreme got a point. You out here, so Tank, they don't even got news about Tank doing the shit. They got a video they ain't even dropped, but we seeing Keyshawn beat the shit out of Albright. Just like Pate said, he came out with a knot on his head, and you out here denying the shit. Man, like when, bro, shut the fuck up, bro. I'm talking, bro. Be quiet, bro, because this shit is disgusting.
Crazy one.
This shit, you are crazy. You're delusional because you want to sit up here and you want to be a part of the Bud Buddies, and you can't just be honest about anything. And that shit is sad because if you really care about Keyshawn, you would be up here saying, damn, you know what? He definitely needs help. All that shit that he did was wrong. We ain't even get an apology yet for the shit he just pulled. And then for Bernie to sit up there and say, when the fuck was Keyshawn drinking? We was putting them boys through the ringer. So I don't know, either Bernie line or Keyshawn line. And I got money Keyshawn line his ass out. But that's all I got to say. I'm going to jump off. I'm going to be listening.
All right, Isaiah, thanks for coming up, giving your 2 cents. Shout out to
Isaiah
for coming up and cooking boxing Hacker real quick.
He ain't cooked nothing, man. I don't know what
even Haney, bro. Why he jumped that carnival worker and that sparring partner, man? What's going on? That's the funny, right?
They did beat up the sparring partner.
They beat up the sparring partner.
Deserved that
they
shit.
Jumped the carnival worker. He got caught with a gun, and he's the picture perfect kid for boxing. Fuck out of here, man. Like, I'm tired of double standards, man.
Fighters, shit happens with fighters, bro. That's why
I don't want to hear that shit, bro.
I've been trying to say that
like the little homie just said on the panel, right? Like the little homie just said on the panel.
You already know stuff that happened.
Listen, bro, like the little homie just said on the panel, like we've been talking about Tank for the last month. We ain't even see no video footage, bro. You got people already saying he should go to jail, this, that, third. We ain't even see no video footage. We got video footage. These niggas actually beating up people, bro. The sparring partner came out with the bloody mask, the bloody face. Yo,
we have footage.
I got jumped by Haney. Nobody said nothing. They just laughed. Same thing when they had Albright. We got Haney baby mom saying that he put hands on her. Oh, no, she didn't really mean that. She just was talking. I'm just saying, bro. What I don't like in this boxing community, y'all don't keep it 100, bro. That shit is weird to me, bro. If somebody do something wrong, hold them accountable, but don't try to make it seem like this person did something, but that ain't really. This ain't Friday. Oh, that's different. No, nigga, it's the same shit.
Big Supreme, it's the same shit. Do know one thing. When Devin Haney got into an altercation with the carnival worker, people talked about.
He said something racist.
No, when Devin Haney got into the altercation with the carnival worker, people talked about it on this platform, on KO's platform, on so many different platforms. It was literally the talk for a minute. To say that
don't get brought up every time you mention Devin Haney.
It's crazy to say.
Come on, bro.
It's crazy. When Devin Haney had an altercation with his girl,
when you talk about Devin Haney, listen, Devin Haney's a great boxer.
Being real, I feel like Devin Haney gets criticized. Well, he's one of the most criticized fighters. Like when he had an altercation with Ryan, people talked about that for almost a year.
My man, listen to me, Hacker.
The whole lawsuit.
When we talk about Haney, we never bring up none of the altercations that he had. You would think this kid has a clean
that's a whole lie.
Background.
That's a whole lie.
That's the lie.
That's a hell yes. I'm on these panels too, Big Supreme. If I was on these panels, I believe what you were just saying.
When's the last time somebody brought up Devin Haney catching that gun charge?
All these people here were talking about it. Well, I don't know about you. I think you joined.
We're talking about no, we're not talking about when it happened. We're talking about does it come up every time his
does it come up at all?
When it was still popping, yes, it was coming up. Wait, it was
coming
up
for a minute. When it was still popping.
This nigga Hacker, bro.
Yeah,
like,
I don't understand.
You gotta find a new lane, bro. This shit getting dry, bro.
No, because you're trying to spin it. Now you're trying to be a spin doctor.
I'm not trying to spin it. What I'm saying is,
hold on, Boxing Hacker. Go ahead, Big Supreme, and then I'm gonna let Juke go.
Yeah, all I'm saying is just keep it 100, bro. If you got a favorite fighter, there's no problem with that, right? But if they do some fucked up shit, hold them accountable, bro.
Yeah,
that's it.
I say he messed up. Wait, what else want me to say? What do you want me to say? He's a horrible person. He's a disgrace.
Yeah, nigga. He's a horrible person.
Nah, Ninja. Nah, shit.
I'm gonna pass it though. I'm gonna pass it, Mike.
My question is, when was Keyshawn selling crack? How long he been boxing?
That nigga was selling crack in Beijing, 2020 Olympics, man. You ain't know?
Yeah.
Because they get paid and get to travel when they make them teams.
That nigga's a weirdo. How you bragging about selling crack, bro? What the fuck?
Juke, what's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Good evening, y'all. I'm getting ready for bed. I'm just listening to y'all. I just came in and say like a few points. So it's so crazy because I think the last time I was on your show, 2 Cent, it was like maybe the last time, and I think one other time before that. I remember specifically, I think I criticized Shakur for like something very small. And I specifically remember Boxing Hacker in the background saying, oh, he was in the background chiming, and I specifically said, I don't even pay attention to this man because he's so hypocritical. And I kept hearing like, oh, she'll criticize, this person, but she'll criticize Shakur, she'll criticize Tank. And I went and said that's so crazy because like the last time I was on KO channel, I went in on Tank, and no one had an issue with it.
Right.
No one had. I've gone in on Tank actually harder than I have anybody else. I've criticized Bud. I'm a Bud fan. I've criticized Errol. There's not a boxer I like that I haven't criticized or when warranted. I don't just openly find reasons to criticize them just so people can be happy. But if warranted, I do. And so today to listen in on the Keyshawn conversation. And to hear all this pacifying and babying and defending from the very man who tried to tell me that I was like, oh, you don't do it, oh, she's criticizing, and at the end of the day, at least I will say, okay, come on, Tank, you wrong. Like I don't want to hear about it's a type of woman because at the end of the day, you're the common denominator. Shakur, you're a liar. You said it. You said you don't like rehydration clauses. Now you want a rehydration clause. Devin, you're a hypocrite. You said you don't do, and matter of fact, I remember Frequent said I was a liar for it about Devin saying he wouldn't do catch weights, and I literally came onto your show and showed the video of Devin out his mouth saying he wouldn't do it, and I said he's a hypocrite. I've been across the board, even across the board, and so it's so crazy to me that despite me having video proof of me being even across the board when it comes to criticism, the man who tries to criticize me is now on here defending Keyshawn like crazy. It's insane to me. And this is the type of stuff that frustrates me with boxing. YouTube is like, no, like people just get the floor and say all kind of stuff and not have no type of accountability. Don't have to have any type of like respect. Is it like, you know, like as your man had like my thing is at the end of the day, if you say something as a man, you should like, okay, you know what, you're right. I'm gonna go ahead and say criticize this man. No, he won't do it. But then he will openly, unwarrantably, like I wouldn't even talking to him. He will skip his turn. He will talk out of turn to criticize me for something I'm on record of not doing, and then do the thing on the next show. It's crazy. I just had to pop in and say that, like, I'm thorough. And I just want, like, I have video of me being thorough 100%. And this man is the least thorough individual in all of YouTube boxing and got the audacity to criticize somebody like me. And then, no. And I remember, Keyshawn's in his 20s. I remember with the minute Tank made like 26 years old, everybody was like, he's 30, he almost 30, he did this, he did that. And I'm sorry, we've seen people go through mental illness 1,000 times before. We know Tank got all kind of issues and didn't grow up in a certain way. We know that Jermall Charlo been going through stuff. We've seen people go through all kind of things. And I'm not saying that Keyshawn doesn't deserve the extra care and attention and kind of like consideration. He does. I'm just saying that maybe people before him also deserve that. They also deserved it, but they didn't. They weren't the people that you liked at the moment, so you didn't care. So my thing is that just like y'all people pretend they care about domestic violence and all that, when it's someone they don't like, you don't care about domestic violence because he will never, ever, 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 ever bring up the situation with Shakur. He will never bring up the situation with Devin. He'll say, well, people brought it up. Yeah, but you didn't. But I guarantee you, I saw you talking, popping your shit in everybody's comment section when it was Tank. You won't dare do that when it's anybody else. That's the type of like thing that's so like is making boxing YouTube so annoying. Is like you got people like that who just they don't even care about even presenting as like respecting their own word. Like you say one thing, you doing another. And
integrity.
It's crazy to me because it just happened. It just happened on your show, 2 Cent. I wasn't even talking to this man. The minute I got on your show, he was running off of his fucking mouth about me. And then he came on here and did the same. It's crazy to me. I wasn't even talking about him. He will go out his way.
So what are you talking about, man?
And it's
what the hell are you even talking about? I never was defending Keyshawn. Please pay attention to the subject.
Hold on, Boxing Hacker. You're not defending Keyshawn. Hold on, Juke.
No, I said
Hacker. You're not defending
we're going overboard. I didn't say Keyshawn didn't do anything wrong.
I don't respect Hacker enough I don't respect Hacker enough to respond to him directly. I don't even care anymore. I'm done with him. I don't respect him enough to respond to him directly. There's a couple dudes like that. I don't have a conversation. I'm going to show the clip, just like you see how Boxing Hacker spoke, and I didn't come in here and try to interrupt him. You see how they can't give me that same respect?
You're right. Go ahead.
Yeah, I am right.
Finish your soliloquy.
Yeah, just like you gave your soliloquy.
Yeah.
Just like you gave yours. What is it?
He did this to me 10 years ago, and now he's doing something different. What is it about you as a
man that you can't? What's wrong with you? You see how I let you go on with your soliloquy and I didn't say anything? You're supposed to be the logical gender, but you're emotional and you can't. I guess like I gave you respect. I gave everybody on this panel respect. I've been sitting here listening. I said nothing. The minute I get my champions.
What happened?
My bad. Go ahead. I was trying to add something on my StreamYard.
It's happened, and he went out his way to chime in and just like he interrupted me today. He interrupted me then. Doing the same thing that he's now doing, accusing me of the thing that he's now doing. That's all I want to say. I'm let y'all get. I'm about to hop off because I don't even want to go no back and forth. I got a big day tomorrow. I done had like 15 meetings today. I'm tired. Y'all have a good night.
All right. Shout out to Juke.
Enjoy your day, Juke.
Hold on. Boxing Hacker.
Boxing
Hacker. Somebody offered you $200 to stay off the panel for a couple months.
You gotta send it to me. Listen,
yo, Hacker, why you acting like Pitbull, man?
No, I acting like a Pitbull, but she was.
No, I'm saying, like, remember when Roach was beating Pitbull up? He started sticking his tongue out and shit. Started dancing. That's what you just was doing there. Like, why you ain't let Juke talk, bro?
Man, she be going on, man. Then she started talking about some shit that I don't even remember. You remember he said this to me?
Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
Chill. She not here, so don't do that.
Juke done hopped off the panel, so
you're right.
Hold on, I'm trying to upload something I want to show y'all real quick. As soon as I upload it, I'm gonna play it for y'all. Hold on. Y'all can talk.
I think so.
I didn't know. I got shot like a couple minutes ago, man. I said something and I got put on mute. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I ain't even do that.
You said would be like, hey, what I say, guys?
Yo, 2 Cents, you been getting real mean lately, man. Like she done kicked me out the studio like 2-3 times.
Nah, you know I ain't kicking you out no studio.
I ain't Jazzy Jeff 2 Cents. What's going on?
Nah, ain't nobody kicking you out no studio.
Nah, like I said, it's not like I'm trying to defend Keyshawn. He messed up. I just think
you is, bro. It's all right, bro.
Hold on,
you like Keyshawn because he dressed like Shakur. They wear the same outfits. That's why you defend this nigga, bro. What's wrong with you? Like, you talking what's wrong with me? Like, what's wrong with that? These niggas is grown men dressing them like homie. You bugging the fuck out. They're not. I don't even think the Charlo twins do that, bro.
No, they're
what you talking about?
Hey, New York,
that squad. So you want Fly gonna dress like
the same colors? In New York,
I'm saying, so you want Fly gonna dress like when I hit the panel?
That would be diabolical.
I know exactly. So now imagine 2 professional boxers that get paid hundreds of thousands of dollars.
It's like
mind you,
team clothes, man.
Keyshawn got like 5 brothers, my nigga. He don't dress like none of them niggas. This is crazy. Nasty work. But I ain't gonna lie, like Keyshawn, like we gotta pack him up, man. We gotta pack him up, bro. I feel like he's a great boxer, but until he like, I remember when Tank was messing up, he was going out to the club with AB, he was drinking, he was getting in the fights, he was getting fat, and then he got on his grind, got serious. He had like a 2-3 year run where he didn't really get into no trouble like that.
Yeah.
Can Keyshawn do at least that? Let him go on a run, 5 or 6 fights, some spectacular performances, doing his thing, staying in the trouble. Then we could give him his flowers, bro. I get it. You was a silver medalist.
You want to pack up Tank when he was going through his shit?
Yeah, we wanted to pack him up, but then he started showing that he was sincere and he wanted to be in the ring and wanted to be great.
All right.
I mean, like, we know the promotional wars and all that, but yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
We're talking about the amazing Keyshawn, like the amazing Spider-Man. You know,
that nigga's not the amazing none. He's amazing.
Keyshawn has already shown that.
He's like Miles Morales.
Keyshawn has already shown that he most likely is not going to be who we've seen that he could possibly be. He's most likely not going to live up to that potential. He already fucked it up.
Yo, I remember watching him fight Andy Cruz at the Olympics, and I was so impressed. Like, well, it wasn't the fight that impressed me, but the fact that after a fight, he still had the same energy. Like, you know, you missed out on a very significant match in your life. You know, that defines your career, like, going forward. But he was just like, you know, it happens, you know, like you know, you expect fighters to like cry at that stage, but he was still like, he still hold a strong face, you know. So I always respected Keyshawn about that, you know. And I think that he's gonna bounce back, you know. Not saying he didn't mess up.
You respect Keyshawn because of how he lost?
Yeah, not how he took the loss. Because fighters cry. That shit's painful. Like, losing a normal amateur fight or even a pro fight hurts, you know. But losing like in the Olympics where like
the way he lost is what attracted you to Keyshawn?
Yeah, the way he took it. Yeah. I thought that was
He's trying to say that Keyshawn lost in the Olympics, so he came back to Norfolk to sell crack. That's what he's saying.
He's trying to say.
Nah, he never did that shit. Man.
Boxing Hacker is telling me that he's attracted to Keyshawn because the way he lost.
And the way he wearing that outfit like Shakur. I ain't gonna lie, this picture is really crazy. Why Shakur leaning like that? Like he checking them out. Like, what's up with these niggas, man?
Well, you wild. You're wild.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. This is crazy, bro. This is a wild picture, bro. He has like 4 brothers, gang. I'm not jacking it. I'm not supporting it at all.
I'm getting ready to jump off too, Sylvia. I just want to say, like I said, after I listened to Greg's show, I came up to that conclusion. I don't know what hacker thinks that it just happens. You have to do something for stuff to happen. But I will say again, I believe Keyshawn got some quit in him. He's irresponsible and immature. He already showed that multiple times, and I think we're going to see it again. But I also blame some of this on the people who were previously around him. If I got a trainer and I didn't come on a platform and pound my chest about who I am in my hometown and how people respect me, and I got influence and so forth, and in the same breath, I'm with someone who needed that leadership and that influence, and I don't give it to him, I just co-sign him quitting, he takes responsibilities for his part in what happened with Keyshawn as well, because it's a team. It's not just a fighter. The fighter ultimately is the one who will lose the most, but nobody got paid if we talk about just the money aspect of it. But there's responsibility that can be handed to a number of them. Something, as Supreme says, something's going on in that camp. A whole lot of things going on in that camp. Now, Keyshawn leaving, we don't know the whole story, and we may never know it, but he left. Maybe that will be helpful to him down the road. But currently, what happened the last time, he's responsible. We now find out that Bertie has, in my opinion at least, has some play in this as well, because he didn't use his influence, and we don't know what else was going on in there. You can't just say things happen. You can't give up $1 million, go and jump somebody, still don't apologize, then tell you've been drinking the entire camp and don't nobody know. So somebody is lying, and everybody's being a little disingenuous in how they're explaining themselves about what happened in that scenario.
Right.
So let's see what happens with the next fight that's supposed to come up on the 31st. Let's see if there's any shenanigans now. Now he's away from the camp. Now he got new people. Let's see if he's a new person. If he is, great. But he still gets criticized for what he previously did. So that doesn't go away either. And there's no excusing any fighter who purposely doesn't do his job because he don't feel like it. That doesn't make any sense to me, and that's very irresponsible, very immature. And if you lost, you lost. But you'll lose more than just the money. You'll lose respect from the fans. And that's the only way you're going to get money, if the fans want to come and see you. So let's see what happens. But I enjoyed coming on, talking. Next time we talk, Hacker, make a little more sense, because you started off this year, I want to say this, you started off this year making sense one time.
Oh, Mr. Greg, you're going too far again.
And you went back to your usual self, but you did start off one time. So
what I said was correct, though.
That, huh?
What I said was correct. Like, I think, like I said, I feel like you speak with idealism, right? Like, oh, the coach should know. No, like,
all right, you don't got to repeat it, Boxing Hacker.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I stay a long time in boxing gyms. I've seen a lot of shit, and stuff like that happens.
All right.
Okay. Well, anyway, y'all, I had a good time. I'll catch you next time. Talk to you later, Supreme, 2 Cent and Hacker. And all
right. Later, Mr. Greg.
All right, then.
Peace out. What happened to Supreme? Supreme, don't leave me up here with Hacker.
Look, you want me to stay a few more minutes?
No, you good, Mr. Greg.
All right, good night.
We got 2 Cent.
All right, we got about 20 more minutes on here, y'all. And I'm also here at 1 o'clock. I was always going to stay till 12, but I know I came on late today.
Yeah. Like I said, for me, it's, I get you guys want to criticize Key, and it's okay. Like, I feel like I think he's gonna bounce back. I think this fight's gonna be a telling point to see where he's at. I just hope like his mental health issues don't like, because it could go 2 ways, right? Like, he can bounce back strong and continue to be good, or it can just be something that's persistent. I hope it's like the former, not the latter. So yeah, I think he's gonna do it.
You think he what?
I think he's gonna do it. I think he's gonna bounce back.
I don't.
You don't think so?
No.
So what you think? You think Jermell Ortiz is gonna beat him?
I don't think Jermaine Ortiz is gonna beat him. When you saying bounce back, like his trajectory, like I was excited for the De Los Santos fight for Keyshawn because I was like, yes, like this is gonna take him to the next level, and he only got 13 fights.
And he became a champion in 13 fights, and he was the only champion that took the belt.
Man, I don't care. I'm a casual. I don't care about that champion stuff. I don't care about that. He beat Barinchik, like whoop-de-doo.
It's something.
I mean, it's great, but
I mean, I don't know where his trajectory is going because he said he wants to go 147. Andy Cruz is fighting. Depending on how he does Mortala this week, I think they might revisit that fight. You know, that might be a fight that he might want to take. So it's gonna be interesting what path he takes. You know, 140 is a pretty hot division as well. I think 140 is probably even hotter than 147 currently.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because I think him and Gary Russell make a good fight.
Who and Gary Russell?
Keyshawn and Gary Russell. I think it's a good fight. I don't know who wins
that. Keyshawn ain't about to fight no damn Gary Russell.
You think everybody's scared of Gary?
No, I just Keyshawn keeps saying he's not ready for everybody.
Nah, he ready for Gary, I think. I don't know who wins though. Gary, I think that's a 50-50 fight.
Why is Keyshawn ready for Gary?
Why Keyshawn ready for Gary? I think he's just as skilled. I think he's just as skilled as Gary. I don't know who wins that fight at all. Like I can't even tell. Their styles are so different. You know.
Do you think Keyshawn is more skilled than Boots?
Do I think Keyshawn's more skilled than Boots? No, not yet. But Boots is also weird. I don't know how skilled Boots is. Like Boots looks good. Like he looks like a good fighter, but he hasn't been with somebody that to push the mantle to be like, okay, this brother's really good. You know. I don't know. Like that's the problem with Boots. Like, he hasn't.
So maybe he hasn't been in there with somebody to push the mantle. The same reason why Shakur hasn't, because nobody's good enough.
No, but Shakur be beating champions like he beats prospects. Shakur is good. I've seen. I think skill for skill. If you were to ask me who's more skilled between Shakur and Boots, and let's just take away weight, I say Shakur is more skilled than Boots. You know, I personally, yeah.
How can Shakur have more skill than Boots?
Shakur,
what makes you say that? This okay, Boots. So, first of all, Boots fights. He's a switch hitter, so he fights. Yeah. So off the rip.
Yeah, I mean that's cool. I mean that's a switch hitting. You know, there's always one strong side is stronger than the other when it comes to switch hitting, right? Because unless you're like just ambidextrous, you know, if you're not ambidextrous, there's always gonna be one side that favors the other, you know. So at that point, you're sort of like a little bit gimmicky because like you gotta switch to a weaker side, then switch back to a stronger side. You know, but I would say skill for skill. I don't know. I think I believe Shakur is more skilled than Boots. I think Shakur is probably one of the most skilled fighters in boxing today. I think Shakur, Bivol, Baturviev, I think these guys are like some of the most skilled fighters today. You know.
Jude, what you got for the show?
You talking to me, 2 Cent?
Hey.
No, I said Jude, what you got for the show?
Hey, I was just clarifying because, oh my God, like you know how like I really meant to like say my little piece and move off, but like clockwork, someone always wants to challenge me on the most basic of things, and maybe I just don't have the patience for this because like I don't understand. This is so like.
You gotta ignore him sometimes.
I know it's like no, but it's a. This is why we have so many problems. Is because people don't know how to discern the difference between a fact and an opinion. They don't know how to discern something that's very direct. It doesn't have like an extra meaning. Like they don't know how to pick up on social cues. You have like, and it's just, and I realize this was happening.
Yeah.
So first, I'm gonna go back to what I said initially, which is okay. I was referring to something that was talked about earlier. I know he said, "Oh, I don't remember that." Of course, you don't, because he just if you troll all day, you don't remember the stuff that you said. But I'm gonna send you the clip of it. It was on your show. I came on the show, wasn't even talking to him. He interrupted me and chimed in. It was when it was me, you. I think it was over the weekend. It probably was Sunday. And you criticize this person, but don't criticize this person. And now to have like an hour defending someone for the same thing that you criticize other people for defending is wild. Again.
So,
anywho,
Yeah, I didn't defend him.
Again,
so that's why you throw me
I want
off.
you to recognize. You see, I never interrupted him once. You realize I never interrupted him. Okay, I just want everybody to see who interrupts who. So when I start interrupting, it's not me. I never initiate. I'm always respectful. I show respect. When I don't get the respect back is when I go on the attack. I never disrespect. I let people get their bars off. I'm always the person being interrupted. I have self-control. They don't. The other thing is when I said I had no problem criticizing Tank on KO's show, I said I had no problem criticizing Tank on KO's show. To me, I had no problem because it's not an issue for me to criticize someone that I like. I criticize myself. I critique myself.
Fact.
I don't understand people who don't. There's something wrong with you. So someone disagreeing with a critique isn't me having an issue. So I have a gentleman in the comment section like, oh, but you did have issues because someone disagreed with you and someone had to come on there. I didn't need anybody. And yes, Neek J, respect to her, she came out and she felt the same way I did. That's fine. I didn't need anything. I had no issue because I'm not a person where I'm not that fanned out that I can't criticize it. I won't criticize somebody. I have criticized everybody I like to the point where people have doubted my fandom of these people. Okay, right? So it's to the point where people like, oh, you're not really a Bud fan. You're not really a Shakur fan. The only person I'm able to criticize openly and not be accused of not being a real fan is Tank. That's literally the only person I can criticize. And the fan base doesn't say, no, Tank fans can disagree with me, but they never say, you're not a real Tank fan. Everybody else, if I criticize Shakur, if I criticize anyone, oh, you're not real fans of them. And that's what I mean. And that lets you know who the problematic fan bases are. If you like this person beyond critique, you have a weird, unnatural relationship with these people that you've never met. And it's unhealthy.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, there's not just, again, I got the floor. I didn't interrupt you. Why are you?
Okay, I tried my part.
It doesn't matter until she calls on you. Why are you talking?
I thought you were finished.
It doesn't matter. This is not your channel. It's 2 cents. Why are you running off with your mouth?
Can you just continue? Damn.
No, could you shut up? Like, can you give me the respect I gave you?
Yeah, I said go.
Okay, continue. But you haven't done it. I hear your voice. Why are you not mute? I was in mute when you were talking.
All right, yeah.
Why can't you? I know I'm right. Just stop talking. That's the problem with a lot of y'all. Y'all don't have the same respect. I heard you speak all night. Go drink some water. Chill. All I'm saying is, that's all I'm saying. And I'm sorry, maybe I get irritable because I feel like as adults, people should have a certain amount of comprehension skills that I shouldn't have to go over basic remedial things. And it annoys me at my big age. And maybe that's a problem with me, but I just don't understand why I have to explain the most remedial things that my 9-year-old niece would get. I don't understand.
Welcome to YouTube.
It's like so frustrating. I literally had to go back and forth in the chat with someone like, but you did have like, oh my God. I sweet Jesus. And George Bush needs to pay for his crimes because he did this to y'all.
No child left behind.
I don't understand. Anyway, the point is that, and I have everything I'm saying, I have a clip of, anything I say, I can bring you a clip of, and I can bring an example of what I'm saying. And what I mean. I can go back to that video of I don't know if it was I think it was your channel or maybe it was, I'm sorry, probably with Dean's channel of him chiming in. I got a clip of it. So can anybody say I didn't do that? Yes, you did. And I have proof. So don't play with me. At the end of the day, that's all I got to say. It's not that deep. No one's infallible. I critique the things I did a year ago. That's how you become a better person. It's okay to, and when you can't critique a fighter and you only defend certain people and you only bring up the faults of certain people, that's a sickness. You have a weird, unnatural, creepy relationship with those individuals. And that's why we're getting all this weirdness on these channels. That's all I got for now. I'm done. Y'all have a good night.
Wait, before you go, let me respond to you.
I don't respect you.
Hold on, because you were just been rapping for no reason.
I said, yeah, I don't respect you. I don't respect you. You have a good night.
Good night. You can go
done.
away.
You have a good night.
I'm gonna speak.
Say what you want.
Right? So Juba's been trying to pose the argument that I'm being a hypocrite, right? Because she's saying, and let me pose this to the chat, because she ran off after crying for 30 minutes. She's saying that, well, you were telling me that I don't defend this person 2 years, last year, or last few weeks, that you're, but now you're being a hypocrite because you can't criticize Keyshawn. That's her argument, right? This is her argument that I'm being hypocritical because I told her something that I'm doing right now, right? Again, here's the problem with your argument. I criticize Keyshawn. My argument isn't based on Keyshawn doesn't deserve criticism. It's not that. I'm saying that it's overboard. Like, all I'm saying is that it already happened, and it's overboard. Like, we're acting like it's something new. It happened last year. He's about to fight next week. When it happened, we said, even today, I even said it. I said it right. I already said that he messed up. Him messing up, isn't that criticism?
He didn't mess up. He did it on purpose. Bro.
Yeah, even if he did it on purpose. Okay. Even if he did it on purpose, right? Then that was his mistake. He should have never done that. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand what people want. They want me to say Keyshawn is this horrible person. No. He did something that was wrong. Yes. Regardless of what he was going through, he should have tried to make the weight. That we know to be true. So this whole argument that Jupe has, oh, you can't criticize people because you told me this at some other panel that you don't remember, and you did this to me, and you're being here. No, you don't. You have the wrong argument. If you want to debate, at least have the right argument, and then you can have a debate about it. And don't just go on for 30 minutes and run off. Set a timer. You can have a whole debate right here. Whatever topic you want to go through.
Me and you, and I get some judges, and you and Juke can debate, have a formal debate. That way you won't be doing all that talking.
And you can bring all your tissue, all your tears, and all that stuff you've been, and talk about.
Juke, do you want to accept a formal debate against Boxing Hacker? We can get some judges. We can get some topics. We can get it cracking.
Yeah, feel free.
We can get it cracking, and I promise you will not win and get it overturned.
Of course, listen. I know you're gonna vote for your girl, no matter what I say. I have no problem with that, but I will. I'm
not even gonna judge, so I'm not gonna be a judge.
I'll gladly. I have no problem.
You can pick a judge. Juba pick a judge, and I'll pick a judge. Or
I've been doing.
I don't know. We'll let the chat pick a judge. I don't know.
Even what you do, like I said, even if your premise is correct, like I criticized you in your past, and you might be right. Maybe I did. Even if that's correct, you're still coming up with the wrong argument, because the argument isn't based on me not criticizing Keyshawn. In fact, we were literally talking about Bernie. If you want to be real, I was saying it wasn't Bernie's fault. I said the blame should all be on Keyshawn, because Mr. Greg was saying that part of the blame should go to Bernie because Bernie was supposed to be his role model, this and that. So it's important. So when you want to debate something, you have to have the right topic. Instead of just going on, listen to people, then talk about it. That's all I'm saying. Because
all right, I got about 5 more minutes, and then I got this video I want to play. What's up, Juke?
Hey, I just want to say this. I debate my equals. Everybody else I teach. I do not. Boxing Hacker's been caught in so many lies. You can't even get him to answer certain questions. To me, the even idea of debating him, to me, is an insult to me.
2 cents. You know what time it is.
It's an insult. I don't care.
You know what time it is.
You can say whatever you want to say. I would. I would never. It's one thing to debate someone, like if I was to date somebody like you, Key, KO, someone I respect.
I know.
Again, you see how he's talking while I'm talking again, and he has no self-control. Why would I do that? This man has not been able to exhibit an ounce of self-control. He's still trying to. Okay, I'm done talking.
You have your proof and all your.
So that's a no. That's a no from Juke Boxing Hacker.
But you see how I had the floor. You see how I let him talk, and I had the floor.
Yeah.
If you as a man, you don't even have the self-control to stop talking when I have the floor. And by the way, you guys have been live for over an hour. I've talked for a total, by my timer, 6 minutes, maybe actually less than that. This man has not allowed me to get 5 to 6 minutes of talking off without interjecting. He lies too much. To me, that's an insult to be paired with someone like Boxing Hacker. Boxing Hacker is somebody that you're going to debate. That's like amateur level. That's disrespectful to me. I'm sorry. And I see it as disrespect. You're not about to have me as my first. If I was ever to debate anyone on YouTube, which is not even my thing, but if I was to do it, there's no way I'm going to be compared and attached to that man's name as Boxing Hacker. I don't respect him. No, you're not. That's disrespectful as hell to me. This man literally lies about everything. I've had to put him off panels because he lies. He can't answer a direct question. There's nothing to debate. I have a video of what I'm saying. There's nothing. There's no debate. There's no debate.
All right. So the offer has been formally turned down from June Boxing Hacker.
She's ducking the face. We call that a duck,
right? I don't respect you.
We call that a duck.
You can me all you want. You're beneath me. I don't respect you. You're beneath me. I don't respect you as a man. I don't.
Yeah.
So no, don't talk to me. Talk to someone else.
Hey, 2 cents.
Yeah, and you can keep talking.
Dick tongue,
he can say whatever he needs. Dick tongue, Timothy.
We're trying to define duck. Remember how we defined that?
I think with the thick tongue.
I have to like each other to debate, so you know that, right?
I don't care. That's fine.
You know, people have to like each other.
Thick tongue Timothy can say whatever he needs to say. I don't care. You can debate someone else.
All I'm saying,
you need to until you.
All right, we about to wrap it up. We about to wrap it up.
Graduate to talking to me.
You had the wrong. Right. You had interesting premise. You had the wrong argument. That's all I'm saying.
No.
All right.
You.
Let me go. Let me get my bars off. Let me get my bars off. Shout out to Jupe and Boxing Hacker for. Man, she came up. That was like some WWE stuff, though. She came up here like, "Can you smell what Jupe is cooking?"
No, she was like, "I'm not gonna debate you ever in my life. You're beneath me. I'm gonna talk about you for 30 minutes, but I won't debate you."
Hey, she said she can't get it. She can't get in this Boxing Hacker. We're gonna have to find you somebody to debate. Who want to debate Boxing Hacker?
No, man,
Put the one in the chat. Put the one in the chat. We can have 2 cents boxing first debate.
Hey, we should, man. I hate him, but I want to talk about him for 30 minutes, but I still hate him.
All right, Boxing Hacker.
Hey, no, man. Shout out to you too, Sam, man. This was a pretty live show today. It made sense too. It's 2 cents after dark too, so we have to get dark, a little bit.
Absolutely. You know how I go down on 2 cents.
You know how we get down,
All right.
We didn't get to talk about the fight this weekend, so maybe next time.
I'm back Friday. All
right, we'll talk about it then.
All right, shout out Boxing
Hacker.
Hacker.
To you, okay?
All right. So shout out to Boxing Hacker. Shout out to Jupe coming up on the panel, Chef Jupe. But look, somebody made this video, and I found it in the Discord. I thought it was pretty funny, so I'm just gonna play it for y'all to end the show.
Hear your example, but the problem comes into life is not a video game. This ain't Street Fighter where they got a fucking charge up bar to where they can just get knockouts. Like you can't just decide in your mind, I'm gonna go knock this dude out, and then you get the knockout. The problem
I'm gonna give you another example, right?
With you and agreed with you that yes.
So are we going back and forth then?
I thought that was hilarious. Put a one in the chat if y'all like that. I thought that was good. Well, again, shout out to everybody that joined me tonight. We've been on here 2.5 hours. If you're listening to the replay, be sure to punch that like and subscribe button. Listen, the more and more we talked about this Keyshawn situation out loud, the more and more egregious it just started to sound. And the more and more I didn't understand why people just really accepted this and ain't really said too many things about it. Because it's really unacceptable. Like, I already was like, he messed up his big shot, but it's way, way, way deeper than that. T.O. Shakur fight coming up this weekend. Boxing Hacker said we didn't talk about the fight, but we did talk about the fight, Boxing Hacker. You just wasn't here yet. But I'll be back again Friday. All women's panel. Friday, all women's panel. Y'all make sure y'all come back. Hop in the chat. Fellas, you get to call in. It's the all women's panel. Fellas, call in show. That's how we're going to get down this Friday on 2 Cents Boxing. I'm tired as HE double hockey sticks. Who gonna buy my coffee in the morning? Who gonna send me the cash app to get my flat white in the morning with an extra shot of espresso light foam. Somebody say snooze fest. Thank Father say what a show. I mean, I think it was a good conversation, seriously. I just think that sometimes the lens and the perspective people have depending on the fighter, it'd be weird to me. And a lot of people come up to me and they say, "Oh, 2 Cents, you just saying that because you don't like them." And I'm thinking in my head, like, the conclusion that I'm coming up to just got to do with common sense and logic. It don't got nothing to do with if I don't like them. I don't like Bernie the Bottom, but I don't think that he said anything too crazy to Keyshawn. I'm not gonna act like I felt like he said something crazy to Keyshawn because I don't like him. That just doesn't make any sense, y'all. How old are we? Starbucks aircraft carrier. For sure. I hit the Starbucks in the morning before I get to the J. Let me see what else y'all got. These podcasts got great replay value. Oh, aircraft carrier. I'm glad you like the show, Aircraft Carrier. Shout out to all the new people here. If you haven't punched the subscribe button, punch it already. If you haven't punched the like button, hit it already. Listen, I should be having 100 likes on these lives. Who other podcast do y'all go to that make y'all think the way I make y'all think? I probably ain't gonna never have 200, 300 people in the chat because we think over here. I don't think for y'all. I don't tell y'all what to say and what to think. I don't do that. I don't want that responsibility. Shout out to No More Sleepwalking with the $5 in the super chat. I think this No More Sleepwalking. I don't want to say your name. Yeah, he say for the coffee. Shout out to No More Sleepwalking in the building. Jonathan Simon say 2 cents. I like your intro and ending. Thank you. Jupe say great show as always. You know it. I mean, I don't know, man. It's almost like Keyshawn wanted to push all his fans away. It's just strange to me the way these fighters and these boxers are acting. It's different than what we're used to. I mean, I'm coming up on the Terrence Crawfords, the Sean Porters, the Deontay Wilders, the Earl Spences, the Adrian Broner. Still the same type of characters. We got the AB. AB is Keyshawn and Ryan Garcia mixed together. But he made fights. He made training camps. He put on good performances. That wasn't the pressure that broke AB. But these fighters can't handle the pressure of being in the spotlight. They want to make us think they in the spotlight. But they having a hard time being in the spotlight. Even Tank. This whole generation of fighters is having a problem with the spotlight. Tank is like a reluctant superstar. He don't want to be no superstar. Nigga, I just want to fight and make money. I just want to fight and make money. And these other fighters like, I just want to make money. But I want people to revere me as a superstar. You get what I'm saying? Earl Spence, he was drinking. He didn't miss weight. He did not perform. I mean, he got in a car wreck, thrown out, everything. Came back, fought Danny Garcia 18 months after flipping out of that Ferrari. Like, them is the type of fighters that You feel me? That's the generation before the Shakur Stevensons, the Keyshawn Davis, the Ryan Garcia. That's the generation right before y'all. I'm sure they dealt with tons of things behind the scenes. I'm sure they dealt with mental health issues. But the way they handled it was completely different. They still understood to keep the main thing the main thing. It's like these fighters not getting it. You got to keep the main thing the main thing. I don't know, I wonder if it's because I'm older, or am I tripping, or are all these fighters really this soft? Are all these fighters this soft? I don't know, man. I get it, the mental illness. But to exaggerate it, or even lie, or just to play on it for sympathy, I don't think I ever see a Sean Porter do that. Earl Spence can't even be in the hospital without him being like, fuck what y'all talking about, I'm finna go home and walk upstairs like I ain't just got thrown out of a car. Earl Spence think he an X-Man. Ain't nobody telling him nothing. He in the ring fighting blind. He don't give a fuck. Like, ain't nobody telling he tough. Could you imagine Earl Spence not making the weight because he didn't feel like it? Could y'all imagine Terrence Crawford telling y'all he ain't make the weight because he ain't feel like it? He just ain't want to. Could you imagine? I can't see any of my favorite fighters, the generation before this one, ever doing anything like that. And then you want to come up here talking about Floyd Mayweather missed weight on purpose. Floyd Mayweather had that extra $1 million to pay to still make that fight. You feel me? See, when people are in different positions, it's things that they can do that you can't. It's things that they can get away with that you can't. So, I don't know, man. Like, I'm just thinking about the gym. Like, they wasn't moving up and fighting smaller fighters, and they wasn't doing all that. They was just fighting the competitive fights at their division. They weren't strategizing and jumping around the weight classes and doing all that. They wasn't doing that. AB was moving up because he thought he could beat up everybody. And he got his career knocked loose. He ain't been the same since. He wasn't going up and he's the bigger fighter and all this other strategic stuff these fighters be doing. Collecting accolades, claiming greatness. But listen, I'm getting sleepy. And if you don't want your hosts all in the videos, cussing you out, kicking you off the panel, timing you out the chat, come on over to 2 Cents Boxing. We talk everything boxing, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion.